going on, y'all? This is the Rando Convo podcast. What's going on, bro? How's your week been?
Another week, Dick.
End of the week?
Another week.
Bruh,
Keeping it
another
pushing.
week. You can reach us. We have just gotten on all of the podcasting services.
I still didn't get the Apple Music link. Not even gonna get into this one, but
I did that off irony. But
yeah, where the
we're
Apple
on-
Music link at, nigga?
it's coming. It's
Alright,
coming.
just making sure.
In the description of this video on SoundCloud, I'm gonna post the YouTube link, the Anchor link, the
Tell me what
Spotify
Anchor
link,
was.
Apple Music link, all that. You know, just so
Woo.
everybody can reach us on different platforms.
Yay, platforms. We are
Yay,
coming
platforms.
to IG for reals.
How
It's
we doing
coming.
that? Oh, you mean just like our? Yeah, we're gonna have a social. We're gonna have a Twitter page. We have a Twitter page. We have an IG page. We're gonna populate it. Follow us if necessary. You know what I'm saying? The
I didn't
Rando
even know
Convo
we had a Twitter
podcast.
page.
But let's get into it, bro. What's your rando thought for the week?
What episode is this? 9?
Yes.
Ooh, episode 9.
Yo.
It's an interesting first season, I'll tell you that.
How many episodes are we even having in this season?
I don't know, till the season ends.
Damn. Like, what if we make it like a 100 episode season?
Yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, welcome to episode 9. You feel me? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You already know who it is. It's your boy. You already know. It's another day. It's another day. Randall thought of lovely episode 9. We're gonna do something for episode 10. We're gonna or is this gonna be another episode?
I know I want to do like a top 5 of the year down the road.
Of
Just at the end of the year type shit. Like, shit we fuck with. Like a special episode of top 5 to end the year. I want to do something special for that. I don't know if we're gonna do. I feel like episode 10 is just a typical, end of the episode.
all right, episode 10 apparently is not gonna be a celebratory episode, but we'll come back to that. You feel me?
We'll be back.
No teardrops.
I hope I didn't hurt no feelings.
All right. Randall thought. Here we go. Feelings get hurt. Dun dun dun. You feel me? Not to be dramatic, but it's what they do. You feel me? Feelings get hurt, and in me saying that, it's not to, I guess, tell people to get over their feelings or anything, because that happens. You feel me? Feelings get hurt. You go through a little sad period. You go up. There's no reason to get your feelings hurt and then throw yourself in a box and, you feel me, lock away the key and throw that bitch away. You feel me? So I guess in me saying this, I'm saying don't get your feelings hurt and be afraid to let people in your life just because one person hurt your feelings. You feel me? There's good people, there's bad people. Experiment with life. You feel me? Feelings get hurt. Keep moving. Randall thought out.
All right. I feel it.
I was deep. Deeper than rap, baby.
My rando thought this week is never take nothing for granted.
Ooh.
Because you never know what you never know what tomorrow's going to look like. You never know what next week's going to look like. So, if you can, give a call to your family, give a call to some friend you haven't talked to in a while. You know what I'm saying? Don't take anything for granted because life can change in an instant. You know what I'm saying? We just all lucky to wake up every morning.
Ooh.
So, yeah, don't take nothing for granted.
Great Randall thought.
Thank you. But let's get into this first topic, bro.
Which is
we talking about record contracts.
Talking about label deals.
Now, a certain somebody has kind of brought some light onto kind of, you know what I'm saying? Kind of brought the light onto.
Fuck, that was ugly, Dick.
It was, but everybody knows what we talking about. Everybody know. So a certain individual has kind of brought this topic into like the forefront in a lot of ways. And I feel like it's kind of worth talking about because I have like a kind of knowledge just
it's
selling
definitely
beats and
picked
everything.
up steam. You feel me? I've heard multiple artists speak on it, on how they're in shitty label deals or they've got this record deal that they're not nearly worth anymore. And I think I think a lot of people don't even really kind of grasp the understanding on how like a record deal comes about. So why not talk about it?
I feel it. I mean, for me, I think it's really fundamental, like when you're talking about record labels, to understand what a label does. I feel like people don't understand exactly what a label is supposed to be.
Put into the music industry, yeah.
Right. And record labels like back in the 90s were like these 80s 90s all that, like before digital, before internet.
Yeah,
They were like
before
the
internet.
almighty gods of music. There's like, you're not going to make it without a record label.
That's real. You
back
need
then.
someone to push the Well, back then it was disc, but
Right. And before that it was vinyls.
Yeah, you need people to get on the
like
radio waves.
you
and
need
all
a
that.
label to be able to press all those CDs, manufacture all those CDs to get them out. It was almost impossible. Like
Well,
you
you
had
was essentially just gonna be a local artist until you got a record deal. That was like how
type
life
shit.
worked.
Like the record deal was your like golden ticket.
That was real.
But even back then they were fucked up. They're even more fucked up because they have more leverage over
I'm about
you.
to say they was signing people to 10-cent deals.
And I think people misunderstand, like, oh, he signed a $3 million record deal. Like, what does that even mean?
I gotta stop drinking this next to the mic.
Hey, it is what it is. Niggas thirsty.
This shit is delicious though. Y'all tweaking.
What is that, Sonic?
You're
Nigga, Sonic?
We've been here, Nick.
I
Continue
know,
what you were
I
saying.
know, man. It makes me sad there's no Sonic near me.
I went there to get tater tots. Got in line, forgot I wanted tater tots. Got to my window and completely remembered the reason I got here. I was so sick. I mean, the fries hit, so I wasn't in like tears. But I was like,
yeah, I mean, you ain't losing. You ain't
tots.
losing with the fries. But
I
the tater tots,
came here for tater
the tater
tots.
tots are like a better option.
You know what the problem was? I was downloading the Carter 5 Deluxe because I wanted to hear the 10 additional songs. And like I got to the window, I was like, yeah, let me get this and that. And then I went back to my phone to get the album download. I got to the window, I was like, shit.
Damn, bro. I feel like everybody's going through that at least once. Like you go in trying to get something and then you leave.
Lost focus.
That happens at the grocery store all the time.
Oh, bro, that
happens at the grocery store all the time.
When you go to the grocery store, you got to know exactly where is what you're getting, or else you can find something else. If you don't, the minute you start wandering, you're gonna see some shit.
I sound like my mother, but grocery lists are underrated. They just are. They just are, because you won't forget. You're gonna get everything that's on that list.
How often have you walked into a grocery store thinking, I know what I want, I don't need to write this down?
More times than I should have. I don't know that number, but it's definitely more than I should have.
All right, off topic already.
Off topic already. It was a worthy off topic though.
Nigga, because you saw the Sonic.
Hell yeah, nigga. I need some ocean water ASAP.
This man.
Anyways,
ocean water.
So record labels nowadays, they are just a different entity that works a lot differently, but they're still trying to keep that like stranglehold. They have these 360 deals. I feel like everybody's kind of familiar with them.
I've not heard of them.
All right, so a 360 deal, just in layman's terms, it's just a way for the record label to make more money off you than just your music. Just to release music that, gets pressed to a CD or released on Spotify. 360 deals include different like branding opportunities. Like the label will have their hand in what other companies want to invest in you as a, what's the word? Like a sponsor.
Got you.
Also touring, they get a piece of the touring, they get a piece of your merchandise. It's a way to kind of entrap the artist.
The good old 360 deal.
But at the same time, a label's going to provide you that push that if you don't have a label, you're going to have to be responsible yourself. And getting in those doors of the different companies you have to go through to get big is a lot
difficult.
It's a lot easier if you have a label. Even Chance the Rapper, like Chance the Rapper made it big, but he had connections.
Word.
Like people don't realize how connected Chance was.
I was about to say Chance actually from a not I guess crazy important family, but he definitely knows.
His father was something to Barack Obama in terms of when he was in administration.
Yeah, so I feel like it's not like he's a nobody in per se.
He wasn't a nobody,
and then he's definitely the face of the independent music thing.
And he was very talented too. Yeah. So it's like he has talent, he has connections.
First 2 projects,
right? Yeah. So it took that to get him to the place he's at now, which is a great place. But if he was on a label, he
wouldn't have done half the things.
And maybe he wouldn't have been the same artist.
Probably wouldn't have.
But, a label is going to help most people.
I think a big part of Chance's identity is that he's independent.
I agree. It works for Chance. Like, that's part of his image now.
Someone had to pioneer.
But even that, he has deals with Apple and everything.
Yeah, but I think that came after the whole independent wave thing was established.
Yeah, I agree. He had a lot of projects with other people too, because he had that Surf album.
I still think, like, I know it's not his project, but like it's his project.
He's on every song.
I
Yeah.
mean, Donnie Trumpet is the first dude who plays the trumpet whose album I ever listened to. So I mean, kudos to him. But
Kudos to him, honestly.
definitely,
I still like that album.
It's a good project. Not a lot of people talk about like that summer that dropped. It was getting played continuously.
That song with Quavo and
that was the first time I heard Quavo sing.
Really? Okay. I can see that.
I think that's the like, and then he went on that crazy feature wave where he was just featuring with everybody.
I feel like I would constitute that as one of the starts of his
that was
feature
a
run.
timeline.
Yeah,
bro.
that was crazy because that was when it's like, oh, he is
like a solo act,
a solo Migo.
He can do this. And I think that's prime like Offset jail time. So
it was definitely during the jail time.
That's around that time. So like,
and you damn sure wasn't putting Takeoff on that shit at that time.
Hey, bro, I would say back then
Takeoff got left off. Takeoff got left off Surf.
Bro, true story. I mean, so did Offset technically, but I was saying back then Takeoff was the best lyricist in that group, man. Oh,
I feel like Takeoff is the most well-rounded of them.
He's got the best bars. I feel like Offset, in my opinion, Offset is the most well-rounded.
Well,
because he's got the flow.
Okay, I can agree with that.
But
yeah, I agree with that. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Offset he has lyrics, but he also has melodies.
How we get off topic again?
I mean, at least we're still on music.
All right, you got me there.
We're still on music. But how do you feel about these label deals in terms of how you like,
I think I guess my thing on it is kind of amazing how unaware most people are about it.
Right.
Because it's not like the music deal. I guess when people think like record deals, it's almost like thinking like a contract for a player, if you will. That's how people see it.
That's a very good comparison. Yeah,
because some label deals are like, you get this amount of money for this many projects, if you will, or stuff like that.
When it's not like that at all. Yeah, it's not like that at all. Like
people, I heard that. What's his name? Is it Young Boy? It might be Young Boy who got like a four album deal for a couple mil or something like that.
Here's the thing with that. Mm-hmm. As far as I know, now every situation is different, but this is what I know for the most part.
Because there's no rules or set. It's not like we said it's just a second ago. It's not like a player contract thing. It's not like an established.
It's not like a basketball contract. It's more like a loan. It's an advance.
There we go.
So they're giving you the money up front. They expect that money is going to be used for getting your recording stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to go pay for studio time with that.
Yeah.
Unless the studio has like a studio you can go to for free.
Yep.
But for the most part, like for a lot of artists, you're using that on studio time, you're using that on features, you're using that on...
It's almost like a budget.
Right. Now, the label will handle promotion, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But the rest of the money is yours. So that's how you get rich.
Yeah.
But it's just a loan because the album has to pay for itself.
So that's why touring's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you said what?
I said that's why touring's a big thing.
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
That's a good way.
Because you're not supposed to be spending your advance like that. The advance needs to be made back. It's just a loan, basically.
Got you.
So, and every situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure when you get bigger, it becomes less of an advance and more of this is what you're getting.
Got you.
Like I doubt Kanye would get like whatever his contract is in terms. I doubt he's gonna owe the label this much amount of money.
We honestly could go read his contract. He put it on the internet.
I will. I think I will definitely read it at some point.
I don't think I will. I don't have the.
I'm interested in that shit, so I probably will read it.
Tell me if anything interesting in it. Yeah. I'm sure there's a summary page somewhere out there. Someone's read it.
I think it was cool that he said he was gonna give this good music artist 50%.
I hope he
of
holds
their masters. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that that will help all of them. It's better to own your masters because that's the other thing that labels.
I think that's like the primest thing you can be as artists. Artists who owns their masters.
Yeah, like for example, the biggest artist of all time, Michael Jackson,
didn't own his masters.
No, he owned his masters, and he owned the Beatles masters. One of the other biggest.
Why does he own the Beatles masters?
Because he was a very rich man.
That's tough.
So it's just and it's like that's crazy how you just own that. You can buy the rights to somebody else's music, but that's how it is.
I mean, if it's definitely seen as an item with monetary value, you feel
right?
I don't see what can't be bought.
Like Jay-Z bought all his masters back and took all his albums off the streaming services and put it on his streaming services. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was a big move because that's like unheard of.
You think it's true that he had to sell some of Kanye's to do that?
I think it's possible. Yeah. I mean, I feel like their beef is more than just like
it's deeper than the surface level.
Yeah, I think there's some shit we'll never know.
They were probably doing some next level business that me and you would never hear about type shit.
Like, but it's Jay and Kanye, one of the best duos of all time.
They did
That
things
probably
people
would
are
be
dreaming
like
about
my
doing.
equivalent of like a Kobe and Shaq
Of like rap
of
industry
rap.
stuff.
Like that's like because when you have Jay-Z and then you have Kanye making the beats or Kanye on the other side of the track, it's like you're getting some level of
It's a
quality
good
there.
combination, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Historically,
I hope they work it out.
I don't know if it's one of those things that gets worked out in the time period where like it's like the Birdman Lil Wayne thing where they work it out and everyone's kind of over it.
Yeah, but I don't need a Birdman Lil Wayne.
Nah, I'm not saying in the I mean, if they made a Father Like Son 2, I would definitely hit play.
Would you rather hit play on a Father Son Part 2
We're not doing
or
compare and
watch the Throne Part 2?
We're not doing a compare and contrast. We're
Because
doing
you know
an
the answer.
example.
Because you know the answer.
We're doing it in an example base. I think their relationship will get mended, but I think by the time it does get mended, everyone will be kind of passing over the thing. You feel me? Kanye would have been like announced his retirement from music. Jay-Z would have gone full like.
Some tells me Kanye's never
businessman.
gonna retire. Technically, I thought he's gonna just be released. He's like, I'm retired, and then he can be Brett Favre. Basically,
I think he's gonna switch fields to whatever's next in Kanye's. Because Lord knows the president thing's not gonna work out. But
Kanye gonna be a 50-year-old rapper. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now.
I'm about to say he's not from Memphis. He's not like the rest of them.
Juicy J and them. You gonna be like Juicy J? Gotta be like 45.
How old is Project Pat?
Project Pat gotta be like 45 too. I think all of them are around the same age. They gotta be 45 or something. That's crazy. That's Googleable.
All right.
That is. I am genuinely curious.
Definitely wasn't gonna do it myself.
Let me see.
Do. Not for real though. If anyone knows how many like amount of times I've pressed the little DJ, hold on, let me.
61.
If you got an exact count, could you please let us know? Because
I just gave it to you.
No one wants to really like go back and listen to that.
I just gave it to you. 61.
And well, Nick's obviously capping. So if you could give me the exact count, that'd be great. 45 on the dot. All right. Project Pass 47.
Yeah, that's
good call.
Crazy.
Nope, I cannot knock you for that call. You hit it on the dot.
2 Chainz being 43 is kind of shocking. I didn't know he was 43. I thought he was like maybe 30.
I think got in the game hella late though.
He had always kind of been in the game, but he was like kind of a low tier rapper for a while.
How long ago was Duffel Bad Boys?
Duffel Bag Boys was fucking 2005.
We're 15 years later. He's been in this game for a goddamn while.
That's impressive.
Hey,
that's impressive, man.
2J's definitely is putting himself in the conversation.
One of my friends was saying some disrespectful shit. I was like, bro, 2 Chainz is lit as fuck.
I'm not gonna go sit here and make him like top 5 lyricists, but 2 Chainz has definitely been a staple in this rap
definitely
game.
Definitely not like if I were to rank my favorite rappers, he's not going to be in the top 5.
But he's goddamn respectable.
Top 10? He might be in that. He might be at the end of that top 10.
The features 2 Chainz has done, it just puts him on the spot right there. Let alone what he's done with Boats. Come on.
I feel like he's one of the niggas got to thank Kanye for just the level. Because when he got on Mercy, that was a game changer.
2 Chainz came to help. You feel me? Kanye need to thank that nigga.
That verse, as like Kanye gave him the platform. You know what I'm saying?
That
shit was kind of wild.
Look at that project overall. That was teamwork, DreamWorks style.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like that project like that.
Oh gosh. Whew.
The Cruel Summer?
Bro, what? That was on repeat when that dropped.
When it dropped, yes. But a lot of those songs, I listened to it like maybe last year. That shit didn't age well. That one song with R. Kelly? No.
What's it? Creepers is on that joint?
I don't like that song.
You don't like Creepers?
I don't like Creepers. I don't like Sin City. I remember that album. I don't like Sin City.
That was okay.
I didn't like that one.
It's been a while since I listened to it, so I'm gonna give you the
I think you should listen to it again. It hasn't really aged well.
I got a couple songs still on the phone. Click.
It's like, you know those albums that came out like pre-trap, but not too far away from when trap really got popping?
Sure.
It's like one of those albums where it's like you can tell they're trying to do some trap shit, but it's not really trap shit.
Start to finish, I would still enjoy it. Probably not as much as I enjoyed it the first.
I think you enjoy Mercy.
Times.
I think you'll enjoy Mercy most definitely. Click definitely. Creepers, because you like Creepers.
I do like Creepers.
And then
I don't like.
I can't think of any. You know what? The Morning. The Morning's a good song.
The Morning. I don't like. Oh my god, nigga! I want to say this joint has songs. I'm not tripping.
Those four I can say are like okay.
We're not thinking anything else. Oh gosh, it's quiet.
We can honestly might as well.
We are so off topic. So he's talking about record deals, nigga.
This is the Rando Convo podcast. If niggas ain't expect this, y'all not a true fan.
Yeah, we was gonna get off topic. I feel like we did pretty good these last couple weeks. What am I hallucinating?
Yeah.
We've gone on tangents.
I feel like when we do bad, we do good. You know what I'm saying? It's good content regardless.
Like I said, I feel like we've gotten off topic and gotten on tangents, but not to the point where we're just completely debating a whole different thing. Well, no, let me rephrase that. We do that all the time.
Same shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? We do this every single
We do
week.
this all the time.
All right, I was capping on one song because New God Flow is definitely.
Oh my god!
So don't
Cold is a moment song, if that makes sense.
I cannot. As one of the songs,
what?
I'm like, nah.
Oh, I love that. Hit Boy made the beat too. I love the beat.
All right, I don't like the first one.
The one?
This little like 1, 2, 3, 4
is a hell of a run.
It's a hell of a run.
All right,
but then Cold, I don't fuck with. Didn't age well. Higher, don't fuck with that. Sin City, don't fuck with that.
I do like that. What? I do like that.
No, it literally for me is a run of 4 great songs, and then hold everything else except.
You don't like the one?
No,
I love the one. Oh, that's the song I could sing to all day.
No, it's just
Creepers. Okay. Don't like finishes. Yeah, I obviously like this table more than you, but that's just the difference.
I genuinely like 5 songs on here out of 12.
I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I respect. Okay, respect. Different taste.
Okay, bro. I still don't know how you don't like Sire.
I know how. Sire.
Did you listen to it start from finish?
I've listened to it twice now,
bro. And you just felt no ways
in different settings.
Just felt no ways about it.
It's a fine project.
All right,
it's a fine project. If you like that shit, I'm not gonna speak ill. It's like that's not like saying like, oh, you like fucking like an SJJ Fish or something. JJ Fish, some shit like that. I'm not saying it's like that, but
my drink is finished and I'm really disappointed. Continue.
Damn. But it's not like it's not a clown album. It's not stupid. It's not like a Little Dicky album.
You just generally just not it for you, huh?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna criticize nobody. Like anybody came to me like, yo, this Little Dicky album's gonna change your life. I'm looking at you like
that. Genuinely changed a lot for me when I heard that Sire album, because I expectations were on zero, obviously.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna hold anybody if they really love that album, because I've heard so many people say they like it.
That album.
I've heard so many people say they like it, and I like the beats.
It's great beats. That's what I thought. I was like, I thought you would at least like the beats.
I like Lido, but I was just listening to a Lido album. That's how my thought is. And Chance has a Lido song. I forgot the name of it, but it's better than any song Sire to me. Cause I'm like, this is how you ride a Lido beat.
All right.
But respect Sire, respect Jaden. But
we're gonna leave this where
anything else under the record labels, bro? I think that.
What do we even talk about?
I mean, we talked about what the 360 deal is. We talked about how an artist. I guess we can kind of go into the past a little bit.
I mean, my thing is, how would niggas even get out of this? Because I feel like a record contract is something that, like, it's fine. There's no like how there's an NFLPA. There's no like rappers association. There's no like a union for rappers. You feel me? It's kind of just whatever you sign is whatever you sign.
Right.
So like, how the fuck do you, one, find yourself a good deal, and two, if you are in a trash deal, how do you finesse it? Is there a way? Are you just trapped? You're trapped. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh trap card.
I mean, here's the thing: don't sign any contracts that you haven't read over or had a lawyer read over. I feel like it's really as easy as that to me. Like, if you haven't read over your like the Migos, for example. Yeah. The Migos, it recently came out that they had to leave their lawyer because their lawyer was the same lawyer, or at least one of the same lawyers from the label. Why would you have the same lawyer, or at least who's part of the same team of the people you're negotiating against? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Definitely hooping on yourself.
You know, Kanye, for example, Kanye's complaining about these contracts, but let's be honest, Kanye signed all these contracts.
Yeah, he did.
So how can you be upset about some shit that you actually signed?
Hey, bro, you be mad at younger you for some of the decisions you made?
I feel it. You can be mad at yourself.
That's what he is. He's definitely more than mad at himself.
Yeah, you mad at yourself. But it's like when I see Kanye, for example, like to me, it's just another round of like, you know, just typical Kanye shit. Because like, you sign these contracts and you have your label set up where it's the same shit. So you're mad about it and you're calling them out and shit and saying you're gonna retire. It's like, well, you signed the contracts, bro. Hey, like, bro, I don't see LeBron James sit like, I'm gonna quit while I have 2 years left on my deal. It's like, that's probably not gonna be a thing.
I think different lane, but what was it? Logic brought it up. Hit Boy brought it up. They're all in shit contracts. They did sign those contracts.
They did sign the contracts, and the issue is all the record labels gonna fuck you over. So you're just competing like from shit to shit. You know what I'm saying?
How do you get a not shit deal with a record label? Are you doomed from the start because they are a record label?
I mean, we can make the argument there might not be any not shit contracts in the industry. Maybe everybody has a shit contract.
Okay, I mean, so what is it?
The only
Everyone's a
person who
shit
doesn't
contract?
seem to be Chance.
Because he never really got one.
Chance or like Kanye
Drake, I
or
think, has
like
a good contract.
Drake. Yeah,
I'm assuming so.
I mean, no, because remember Drake's contract back when If You're Reading This Too Late, remember that was a whole thing.
Yeah, didn't he have to get out of Cash Money, or at least the deal?
Something, it was like something happened. I'm pretty sure they renegotiated that shit under
Yeah,
the
I think
table.
he's still.
But it's like even him, he was like literally calling out like my label's not treating me the way I want to be treated type shit.
So
now they handled it, but I feel
he
like
had to work to get his better contract.
right. I feel like everybody's entitled to a shit deal to start off with. To me, it's kind of like a rookie contract.
All right.
To me, it seems like it's just like that, where you're a rookie and you get, a decent contract, but it's team oriented.
Got you.
Because,
that's a very interesting comparison that you everyone just hates their rookie contract. Because what's funny? That's actually a trend in the NFL where people are getting their rookie contracts renegotiated earlier and earlier.
Like my dad's a lawyer. He's told me how that shit kind of works with them. They get loans. They get loans. Like they will literally get like 10 million, for example, dollar loans.
Shit.
Because they're going to ball out on their next contract. That's why this bubble shit was so like weird, because niggas are on loans, but they're not getting paid anymore. So it's like they're looking for the season to start. Like you looking at maybe like a Tyler Hero, for example. Mm-hmm. Not saying he's not balling because he's a baller, but it's also that he can't afford to have a Kawhi in the play, or Paul George probably, but he can't afford to be Paul George in the playoffs.
Gotcha.
He has to exceed expectations because he's on a rookie deal.
Hear that? Got to get the big bucks. The only way to get the big bucks is to play like the big bucks.
Exactly. So I think people, while you can't make a full comparison between
a shit deal, does that mean you have a shit? That there are no shit deals? That's an interesting argument. Because I feel like people still have shit deals, but at this point, is your shit deal like?
I think I don't think everybody's contract is the same, but it's like, for example, like Isaiah Thomas, like he had a shit deal technically for how he was playing, and then he gets injured right when he's about to get his max contract.
All right, so what about when
that
you
could be a shit deal too?
Your contract, it's not like in like
you signed a contract. Now there are such things as renegotiations.
Got you, but there's no reason for a label deal to have to.
Right, the label's not gonna be like, hey. Do you want more money? They're not gonna do that. They're a business. Why would they do that?
Sense.
Now, if you come to the table and it's like, well, I want to renegotiate, and they're looking at, well, when he's done, like if you're on let's say you have a 3-album contract, you release 2 albums.
What if this is TDE situation? They're just not telling anyone.
I think it is.
Really?
I honestly think it. I'll get into it in a second, but.
That's crazy.
Imagine you're on a 3-album deal. You have 2 albums released.
Yep.
This third one's coming out, and you're like, yo, like I'm worth a lot more. The label can be like, oh, fuck that.
That's definitely what Frank Ocean did.
Type shit. The label can be like, fuck that, but then it's like, this nigga's a free agent. So if you're fucking him over right now, he's not gonna want to re-sign with you.
Got you.
But just back to what were the example you just said?
TDE.
Yeah, TDE. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, bruh. Like. They might have the best collection of talent in the entire industry.
Just best label.
They're the one. I think they're the worst label in terms of how they're managed.
Gotcha. Well, you said in terms of just
talent. Yes,
yeah,
talent. Yes. I mean, think about it. You got just Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad's one of my favorite rappers, but even beyond him, you got Schoolboy, proven commodity. Kendrick, proven. SZA, proven. And then you have their side niggas that, do numbers for themselves.
Their side niggas. Shout out.
Absol used to be part of it, but Absol is, Reason, Absol, Sir, side niggas. The fucking nigga who sings Love. Oh, damn, what's that nigga's name? Damn. Zakari.
There it is.
I forgot it for a second.
I was like, dude on the Black Panther.
Yeah, but it's like you have your side niggas. They have a great selection of talent.
I'll say Dreamville is probably the closest I can get.
That's a good argument.
Yeah.
I would say I might lean Dreamville.
What happened to Maybach Music? Did they all just disperse?
I mean, Meek Mill's still on it. And there's not like doing the collective thing. I know.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think Wale
You remember collective label tapes? Like that used to be a thing.
They're still doing it. Dreamville just dropped last year.
Like that. Nah, hear me out. That used to be a thing. Like it'd be like
installments. Or was it really just Maybach Music?
Nah, because good music even had to happen on the way.
Oh, you're right. Because Young Money had a couple too.
Maybach forced other people to start doing it. In my opinion,
I feel like that Young Money tape was first.
It might have been, but
That Young Money forced them to do it.
Really,
Young
Maybach
Money
had installments.
No,
That's the
because
only way I've seen.
Bedrock was before all that. Every Girl was before all. Yeah.
When's the first Maybach tape? We got pull this up, bro.
This is a look up type day, bro.
Apparently.
Hold on. That's a good question, though.
Hey, look, we can just getting it accurate, just so I can.
I'm just going off. You know what? There's no way because I was bumping Every Girl in 9th grade, and I was bumping Maybach music when I had my car.
All right.
So I think
Come on.
Yeah.
The internet gonna tell us. They had what? Yeah, 4 tapes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they were all pretty good.
Hey, 2009 was.
I kind of liked them all, to be honest.
2009, yeah, released his first album. 2009.
No, they were founded in 2009.
Released his first album.
That's Rick Ross's released his first album, which was Rick Ross's.
Oh, it's saying that's the label. Okay. Yeah.
I don't understand why the record
Self-made,
label thing wouldn't. Where'd you see it?
Scroll up, Self-made. Scroll up. Maybach Music Group. Scroll up. There we go.
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah. That Young Money tape came out, I believe, 2009.
No Ceilings, what, 2008?
You said what?
No Ceilings, what, 2008?
Yeah.
All right, this timeline adds up then.
Yeah. Yeah, 2009. That sounds about
December
right.
December 21st.
I remember bumping this shit in freshman year of high school. Yeah, I remember this. This album is low-key underrated as fuck. Not even gonna hold. There's a lot of good songs on here. Man, I might have to bump this week. That's crazy.
Do what you need to do.
That's what I want to do.
Congrats to Nick.
But you want to close the topic out, bro? Anything you think the people need to hear as far as like record labels go? I think I kind of
already asked my 2 questions.
Okay. Yeah, but overall, I think that the record industry has a lot of reform it needs to go under.
You think?
I think Kanye. Kanye did raise some good points.
What would motivate the record industry to change?
Chance the Rapper, Logic, Kanye.
Just people complaining, or
for example, Logic retired. I fully expect Logic to come back, but I fully expect Logic.
He dropped the beat tape.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I feel like Logic at some point is going to be like, I'm coming back, but not with Jet Jam.
Got you.
Like, I'm not coming back with a label. I'm going to become a Twitch streamer, get more famous, and become independent and be able to promote my show on my own. Kanye, niggas who own labels kind of are doing that as well. Kanye's doing that. Kanye's shining the light on it. And Chance the Rapper is the example that this shit could work.
That you can go independent and still end up with your own little deal.
They are on a little pressure because that shit was unheard of back in the day.
Got you.
So we'll see how things go. I expect within the next 10 years, we're going to see a major shift in terms of how these contracts are divvied up.
Bold statement.
I think so. It is a bold statement, but I think that...
No, I was only saying bold because you got 10 years for it to not be right. And if you weren't, no one's going to come back and haunt you.
That's true.
Not a soul's going to come back and haunt you.
You a dick. You're a dick. Not another dick, everybody.
Hey, Ray, gotta stop calling me that.
Not another dick, bro. Not another motherfucking...
Big. Was it not funny?
I didn't say it wasn't funny.
Has it always done that?
It honestly has. It's like I feel like every time we forget about it.
Word.
Because we always have the reaction like, dang, it is 3 times.
Got you. Every time, huh?
It is what it is.
What's next topic, Nick?
Next topic.
It's top 5.
All right.
If you don't know what top 5 is, you should probably listen to the other episodes because I'm not explaining. We're going straight into it. Top 5, Nick. What's going on?
You want to go first?
No, you going first. Apparently, you was ready for this.
All right.
We do 1 round or 2?
We'll do 2.
Oh, God. Go ahead.
What are your top 5 NBA players of all time?
I don't think I was right. You're looking for a type of thing. Here we go. NBA players. So are we doing like favorite, or are we doing like who do I think are the best? Dun, dun, dun.
I'm sorry, give me a second.
Go ahead, handle your texting business after you told me.
Honestly, let's get back to it. Let me get my food. It's outside. I don't need no fucking neighbors steal my shit.
If only you had long legs. This is where I need my pen.
Damn, true.
All right, now there's just me.
Oh my god.
let me get talk to the people. You feel me? We're we're definitely gotta talk about how I'm the more important of the two. It's just obviously I'm funnier. It's just of course I'm more charismatic. It's just a whole list of things. So we can't leave Nick behind, no matter what happens. You hear? Don't leave Nick behind. We gonna. Yo, did you throw a pillow at me? How old are you? Hey, yo, do better, Nick. You think I was gonna stop me from saying it? It didn't. I thought because you threw it like a child. Oh, flabbergasted, bro. Man threw a pillow because he didn't like what he heard. That's not it, Nick. That's not it at all. I thought we were adults. Apparently, never outgrow some things. Smith threw a pillow. Like, wow. Why do you just have this pillow lying around? Nigga, I'm more disrespected that you even threw it. You couldn't just tell me stop bad mouthing you. Nigga, me problem. All right, Nick. You gonna turn into motherfucking Mitch McConnell the way you switching up. All right. I call him how I see him, yeah. Well, as you can tell, Nick was offended. This nigga, well, you're a dick. You better keep the comedy, Nick. That's the golden part. You throw the pillow, just disappointing.
That was hilarious. I can't wait to run that shit back. I'm gonna die laughing.
So what? You good over there? Or you just go
It
sit?
says like they're parking, but they've been parking for the past like 3 minutes.
You might as well just pull up to the motherfucking driveway, nigga,
Nigga.
and meet them there.
That's not what she got a dollar tip for.
She got $1 tip.
Yeah.
No wonder she chilling, nigga.
It's better than nothing. What you mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's her attitude toward this.
Shit, it better be.
Just a guess.
It better be.
Or
Or she'll be very satisfied.
you are gonna be the sad one, playing with fire, Nick.
She gets paid. I've done Uber, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
I've done Uber. There've been more times where I didn't get a tip where I did.
Half the time.
Niggas don't want to pay more when there's already a delivery fee and a service fee.
I'm telling you, her attitude ain't gonna be any better just because you added $1.
Shit, I don't gotta see her.
I don't gotta see her. Hopefully not.
I just drop that shit off at the door.
Ooh, they got temple. I'm not wrong, bro. You definitely know I'm not tweaking. She's lost, Nick. You refusing to find her.
Nigga, there are a lot harder problems in the world.
And because it is a not hard problem, you refuse to help her.
It used to blow me back when I lived at other crib. Oh my gosh, she's calling me.
I told you should just went and done it. Cause you stubborn, nigga. Told you should have just got her.
Huh?
Told you should have found her.
Nigga, nah, cause I didn't know where exactly she was. I was just like, I'm not gonna go out there and not know exactly where she is.
You could have just
I'm not walking out. It's raining too. I'm not walking out there if I don't need to.
went out there, put a little flashlight up, be like, "Hey, I'm here."
No, she was on the literal other side of the development. You can't. I can't even see her type shit.
You could have flagged it down. I believe you, Nick.
Nigga, no. No
You didn't even want to. You made no effort.
No argument over the facts.
Now 5 minutes gone. $620. This is why I don't watch college football, bro. Nigga threw for 623 yards.
That's wild.
Thank you. Where's LSU of all people?
That's not real football at that point.
It was versus LSU. It was versus LSU.
For real?
Yeah. 60 pass attempts, 36 completions, 623 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks.
That is a lot of fucking points.
Only 44 points scored. Thought it'd be more. 300-yard receivers. No 200-yard receivers, strangely enough. Yeah, 36 completions. Yeah, it's fun to watch college football, bro.
I don't either.
It's no defense. It's not interesting. Like, it's you watch the playoffs, you keep it moving.
I watch the playoffs.
That's what I said. You watch the playoffs and you keep it moving. The regular season's pointless.
Yeah. I agree. Excuse me.
This nigga in short legs.
That was a pillow.
What are the chances? A pillow.
Wonder how that got there.
little bit ago.
All right. Make sure this show is recording just fine. So good off that.
It's 16 minutes till the Lakers game.
Okay. I don't mind missing like the first quarter and shit. All right.
I wasn't keeping track of time. Shit.
It is what it is. All right. Let's get back to top 5. All right. So top 5.
We're just gonna go into it.
Yeah, I'll edit it and shit.
All right. Didn't know how you want to start it.
All right. So what are your top 5 NBA players of all time?
Are we doing talent or favorite? Who do I think like the best NBA players to ever touch basketball?
I want to test your knowledge doing talent.
Still opinionated or whatever. All right.
No judgment. I ain't judging.
Based on just pure talent. Oof. Number 1, MJ. Number 2, LeBron. Number 3, Kobe.
Wow.
That's my third most talented NBA player, bro.
That's crazy. Okay.
The ability to put the ball in the bucket, man.
I put a smile on my face. That's
number 3 is Kobe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't never understand why no one ever puts him in that go argument. That's just me, but
just off talent alone, like, oh yeah,
I don't get it.
Like,
I guess
yeah,
if you arguing numbers or whatever historical facts, what he did in some seasons, what he didn't, but pure talent, oh fuck Kobe, man.
I think the MVPs are what kill it for a lot of people.
Fuck that mean to me? All right, whatever.
To me, I don't give a fuck about the MVP.
Yeah,
so it don't matter to me. But that's the only thing I've heard. Because if you think about it, LeBron got 4, MJ got 5, Kareem got 4, Magic got 3. It's like a lot of these niggas have multiple MVPs.
I know y'all seeing the talent.
Yeah, like MVP to me doesn't really apply to Kobe because Kobe, when he was on his on his best teams, he wasn't putting up MVP numbers in the regular season.
Right here, but number 3, Kobe. Number 4, Bill Russell. Wow. Mr. Bill Russell. And
why Bill Russell? I got a challenge.
You gotta ask why? Bruh.
Off talent? Like, yeah, why? I gotta ask why. Like, what separates Bill Russell from Dwight Howard besides mindset?
I guess it's part of the dominance that he endeared. I guess his teams were good. He did have good teams.
Yeah,
but
he has like 8 Hall of Famers.
I get that.
That's the only one where I have to throw the red flag out. Like,
I think Bill Russell was
I just want to hear your opinion on it overall.
My thing with, I guess, because if it wasn't Bill Russell, I guess I'd put Wilt there. But everyone's like, Wilt's era is just Wilt, and I get that. I
throw the same red flag for Wilt too.
Okay, yeah, Wilt's era is just Wilt.
It's just when you go that old.
Really?
I have to ask, like...
Nah, Bill Russell was definitely one of the more dominant big men to ever touch basketball.
I agree. Top 5, that's a very interesting place. I respect it, but yeah, that's interesting.
Number 5 gets interesting to me. Very interesting to me, because...
You haven't named somebody who I'm like, I can't believe you haven't named this person yet.
I probably won't name them, honestly.
I know you won't. I'm like, oh.
Just pure talent. It's between Kareem and Larry.
Oh, you didn't name him.
Honestly, I'm just pick yours. It's Kareem or Larry for me.
So it's like pick them.
Yeah, it's a toss up. Like Kareem, definitely another one of the more dominant big men in NBA history.
I like your list. I just hate the order.
That's fine.
That's the thing. It's like,
but Larry, honestly, one of the smoothest jump shots. Period. So
Larry got hurt way too early. Like Larry's career got cut short.
I think on just pure talent for a dude who like how we see Jokic as this unathletic person who's just pure talent.
Yeah,
I see Larry.
Yeah,
where he really wasn't about to like outrun you or motherfucking outjump you, but he was gonna put those 2 points on you, if not 3. So, like I said, you could pick whoever you want for 5, Kareem or Larry. But who did I leave out for you?
Mr. Purple and Gold, the Showman, Showtime, Magic Johnson.
Oh no, he was never making my top 5.
Leaving him out.
He was not making.
It's like I get it.
He wasn't doing it,
but
he's in the top 10. If it makes you any better, but he's not in the top 5. Definitely, Cause I respect Bill Russell.
Before we get to your top 5 for me, just a question.
Go ahead.
And I'm not trying to say this person should be top 5 or even top 10, but I just want to know where they stand with you.
Go ahead.
Where does KD rank for you?
Talent.
Just talent. That's all. Because for me, I take KD over Larry Bird.
I want KD to finish his career before I start comparing him to Larry.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing
but
with Steph.
I'm just saying,
In my opinion, I think Steph is the best shooter in NBA history. But I don't want to say that now because his career is so young.
Steph's gonna be the hardest person to rank, and
really,
I think he will be because yeah, it's gonna be hard to rank Steph when it's all said and done.
I think Steph is the best
Steph
shooter.
owes 2 of his championships to Kevin Durant.
I'm not arguing
and vice versa.
We're not arguing championships. We're arguing talent, and I think Steph is the best nigga to take a pure jump shot in the NBA history. His shot is literally like what your kid would. When you have a birth to a child, you pray his jump shot comes out as wet as Steph Curry's.
I guess when I think of talent, I think it just
Not you personally giving birth, by the way.
What you said?
I said when you give birth to a child, but then I clarified.
Oh, got you. Well said.
Thank you.
But when I think of talent, I think of like the well-roundedness of the talent.
Got you.
Like Michael Jordan to me is the most well-rounded because just the scoring is just on another level. Plus everything else is so high. Steph's shooting and scoring is top tier. It's not MJ, but it's top tier.
His defense definitely holds him back a little. But hear me out. His jump shot, I can't give me someone who had a better jump shot than Steph Curry.
Absolutely nobody.
All right, thank you. That's the statement. Yeah.
The only person I even say is in the conversation, or two people, is Clay and KD.
And it's like, come on, bro. We know Steph shoots better than them. So
yeah.
All right, cool. So that's my top 5. Yeah. All right. So your top 5. Whew.
Oh God.
Nick, what do you think I'm gonna say? Something wild?
Something unpredictable.
What do you, Nick? That's not me.
What's your favorite fast food places?
You saw that coming.
No. Why would I think that's coming?
Because I had teased restaurants like multiple times.
But it's like I'm thinking, all right, like Outback type restaurants.
Okay, all right.
Fast food was like, oh, that's a curveball. I never thought about it. But go ahead.
This one's more personal.
Okay.
But top 5 artists that need to be listened to that aren't like I don't want to say unheralded, but underappreciated. Underappreciated, because underrated I think is a separate call. Top 5 I guess because I think if you say underappreciated, you could still find some big artists. I want you to find. I'm going looking for top 5 artists that you think
underrated. You're underrated.
I guess.
I think underrated is probably the best way to put it.
I
get exactly what you're asking me.
It's in there.
I get exactly what you're
asking me. That you think people should know. That's what I should call this. Top 5 of those. Go ahead, give me that.
Number 5.
All right. Are we doing this 1 to 5, or you just give me 5?
I think I can rank it.
All right, go ahead.
Number 5, Black.
6 Flag.
For that reason alone.
If I know he makes good
y'all
music,
are not even getting this man's name
if
right.
I know he makes good music.
If that's not underrated and underappreciated, I don't know what is.
If I know he makes good music, does it not mean I understand him? I'm underrating him, if that will. I know he makes good music. I fuck with 6 Flag.
I mean, even beyond that, that's just one thing. But even I think he might be one of the best rapper R&B niggas in the game. Period.
That is a bold take.
I would take Black over Party Next Door. Just saying. Like,
on a musical catalog. Gotcha.
Like I would much rather listen to Black over Party Next Door.
Got you.
Even Prime Party Next Door. And I like Party Next Door.
That's an interesting take.
Party Next Door has certain songs that are like OD, but
I think
as projects go, like 6 Flag hasn't missed.
I see what you say. I think Party Next Door's best song eclipsed Black's next song.
I'd agree.
But I see what
just recognize my favorite Party Next Door song.
As an artist,
that's amazing.
I think Black definitely offers more. But calling him 6 Flag, I don't think is a reason to put him on this list.
Nigga. I mean, it's part of it. It's not the main reason. I do think he's overall just underappreciated,
I can
underrated.
Hear that I hear.
But just the cherry on top that niggas can't even get his name right.
We can all agree 6 Flag is just funnier to say. He did it himself, in my opinion, by not calling himself just Black. So,
absolutely, I give you that. But
he makes good music.
But when you make good enough music,
you think it's gonna hold him back from people taking him seriously?
It's like this. Chance the Rapper is a stupid ass name, but Chance the Rapper was a good rapper when he was coming up. So we kind of excused it.
All it's gotta do is stick. That's all it's gotta do.
I'm like, the fact that this man makes such great music, but yet his name hasn't stuck is unfortunate.
It's his doing.
But musically, it's not his fault. He's done enough musically where I'm like, we should be pronouncing this nigga's name right.
Because when you first get to an artist, you don't know who
Right.
it is. You
I
don't know
mean,
anything
there,
about him.
I
That's
don't
where
think
this starts.
there's not a soul alive who saw his name and
immediately
thought Black. Yeah, there's not a
like,
soul
they said
alive.
six Slack.
Yeah, there's not a
Like, come
soul
on, bro.
alive.
He did it to himself.
He
but
did. Absolutely
he's a good
did.
artist.
Absolutely.
But
did.
all right, 5. Good God, that was just 5.
4, D'Angelo. I don't know how familiar you
The
are
singer.
with D'Angelo. Yeah, the singer.
All right, I do know D'Angelo.
D'Angelo is one of the godfathers of like modern R&B. Like,
Word.
you wouldn't have a Weeknd, you wouldn't have a Frank Ocean, you wouldn't have these niggas without D'Angelo. D'Angelo released, what was that album called?
Not now, Nick.
I know. I'm saying this album is like a Hallmark album. I can't remember the name of
Ouch.
it. So
I mean, the argument's still valid.
I know
for
Brown Sugar's his first album, and
Okay.
then the second album is fuck. I'll get to it.
I know some D'Angelo fan right now.
That's
just
the one.
screaming.
Yeah, I know. This one has How Does It Feel? It has fucking Devil's Pie. It has so many great songs, and I think that album was like the first album I can think of in that R&B lane. Is like, this is, I can hear the influence from like this album probably had on so many different albums. It's kind of darker than most R&B albums are. And it's like, now it's like dark R&B albums are commonplace. That album came out in 2000.
Okay.
Unfortunately, around his prime, he kind of got anxiety, had a drug problem, and just had to,
to be honest, he was ahead of his time, because not everyone's got anxiety and drug problems.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? That's like a selling point now.
I'm about to say,
that's the Weeknd's whole career. Damn, yo, he really was. That's what I'm saying. This thing is an influence, bro.
He was ahead of his time, bro.
He was born in the wrong fucking.
He would have been.
He was born in the wrong decade, bro.
He would have been up there.
Just 10 more years, like, he would have been fine.
But, hey, bro, someone had to start the lane.
But D'Angelo, underappreciated to me.
Gotcha.
Amazing artist.
Number 4.
Number 3. We were talking about him earlier. 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz.
I don't 43. Underappreciated, but all right.
He's 43 years old.
Or underrated.
He had probably the latest start to like a superstar career you could possibly see in rap. Like, he came alive when most niggas retire.
True.
2 Chainz, his second half of his career after Titty Boy, you know what I'm saying? After he changed his name.
Not a lot of people even know about the Titty Boy era.
They should. It's a great era. Duffelbag Boys. He has some songs with Ludacris. That's another thing. People don't realize that he used to be signed to Disturbing the Peace with Ludacris and all them. That's a whole part of his career.
It's a whole era.
Yeah, 2 Chainz. I remember the first time I heard 2 Chainz was on this, like, it was a Disturbing the Beast compilation album. Random. It was a bad album. But it had a really good, like, Titty Boy. What were they called? What was their name?
No.
I don't think the name was Duffelbag Boys. Play a Circle.
There it is.
Play a Circle. Yeah, like it was a Play a Circle song. And he was spitting. I was like, this nigga can rap.
This dude right here.
Then I heard him he was on a Ludacris album, Release Therapy.
I'm
like, this nigga can rap.
And then Lord and Behold.
Then we had True Religion. We changed his name.
I think that's where it really started, in my opinion.
He had that song with Big Sean that was so tough on there. Yeah.
KO, wasn't it?
Which one?
That's the song.
Yeah.
KO?
Yeah.
It's KO.
KO, yeah, you're right. And then he had the album and everything based on True Story.
Boats.
He's had just
I still say Boats on everything.
I could keep going, but we all know that 2 Chainz had such a great career. But
I'm surprised he put him in underrated.
I feel like he's underrated because recently. I feel like ever since his last album, niggas are kind of forgetting like 2 Chainz is one of the like,
he definitely
best stories in rap.
He definitely was a prominent force during my high school years, so I don't think I could ever forget about 2 Chainz. You feel me? Just the beggars he gave me what after what. Come on, bro. I'm still playing Fork.
Number 2, Killer Mike.
Now this
Killer Mike to me should be number 1, but number 1 is a personal thing.
Thanks, Nick.
On paper, it should be Killer Mike. Because Killer Mike is Killer Mike is such a great rapper that Kendrick had to shout him out on his like best album. Kendrick said the line.
Reference.
Kendrick said the line on Hood Politics. Basically, I don't know the line exactly, but he's basically like, if quality can sell, then Killer Mike will be platinum. It's like, that's to me sums up Killer Mike to me. Like, all he releases is quality shit. And he does it on so many different types of beats. Like
and doesn't get the respect
he
he
has his
deserves.
own solo shit. He has the Run the
Yeah, I'm
Jewels
about to say the
shit.
Run the Jewel
He's
shit.
doing even like, you know, talking on the news and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll go on CNN, talk about, you know, Black Lives Matter. He'll talk in an intelligent way that's easy to digest to people. You know what
So
I'm
this
saying?
goes outside of music, huh?
Yeah, like I think that he is so underappreciated in the spirit of rap. I think he's getting to shine now, but he's goddamn like 43.
Yeah.
So it's like he's been rapping. He was the first time I ever heard Killer Mike was on. You ever heard The Whole World? Cool.
No.
You never heard The Whole World by Outkast?
Not ringing the bell right now.
Damn, that's a great song. That came out in 2000.
Word.
Killer Mike was on Outkast albums in 2000. He's been rapping kind of slight his whole like since he was like 19 years old.
Damn, 43. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I feel like now he's getting his just deserves, but
It's overdue. Is what
it's
you're saying.
it's overdue, and I feel like it's not where it should be.
Word.
So
what's number
he's
one
number
next?
2. Number 1. And this is partially to do with the artists themselves.
Go
it's
ahead.
It's the label too, but it's the artists themselves. Isaiah Rashad. Isaiah Rashad, to me, should be the best rapper
in the game.
Yeah. Like just off potential.
Got you.
He has everything. He has a good singing voice.
I'll say definitely has quality
He's
music.
signed to TDE. He has features galore.
Yep.
Everybody respects him.
I don't know anyone doesn't like Isaiah Rashad.
I don't know anybody like maybe you don't listen to him per se, but I don't hear anybody. Oh, Isaiah Rashad sucks.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Like
word
Isaiah Rashad is so fucking tough. He has a bunch of things that are wrong with his career. One, he's a perfectionist.
I'm about to say he definitely picked an interesting label.
2, he's not marketable in a lot of ways.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of money for his, you know, album budgets.
No McDonald's contract coming anytime soon,
to say the least. And then I believe he has a son who has, I don't know exactly the issue, but he has like a mental issue.
Word. What does that have to do with anything?
It's like that takes up a lot of his time. Gotcha. So music, I don't think is primary on his mind.
The biggest priority.
Right. And I completely respect that. And I think the label is more to blame in terms of not being able to like get this nigga the clout. Because that's the one thing the label's supposed to do. He has the talent.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he's dropped 2 albums I consider some of the best albums that were released in like the 2010s. I like both of those albums with a passion. Cool.
Just felt like letting you know.
No, I appreciate it.
Yep.
But yeah, bro.
All right, I respect that. I definitely respect that.
That's my top 5 of that, bro.
Top 5.
I knew it's crazy how I knew it off top, but it's like, yeah, I'm glad you asked me that.
Yeah, me too. I guess what's your next round? Ding ding.
I'm gonna keep it on sports.
Oh God, no, we're about to go deep into sports, bro. What you mean?
We might as well.
Whatever.
We might as well.
Continue.
What's your top 5 quarterbacks?
Personal or just like all time again?
This could be personal.
This could be like, what are my favorite top 5 quarterbacks?
This could be personal. I want you to be like, feel like, oh, I gotta name these old ass niggas who are definitely like
people I've never seen play.
Like niggas like Dan Marino, for example. Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna name Dan Marino, but
he's definitely
people would be mad if you don't put him in the top 5.
I see it,
but he's not one of my favorites.
Word.
So I don't like.
All right, so
say you're personal.
This is just personal. Yeah. All right. I gotta go one down. Number 1, Steve Air McNair. Just if anyone's not hip.
Okay.
Oh God,
that's number 1.
That's number 1. That is my top 5 favorite quarterback.
Okay, that is. I've never heard anybody say that as number 1, but I can't be mad at it at all. So go ahead.
Shout out Jito. Number 2 favorite quarterback. This is interesting because I feel like my list is changing per day, but number 2 Vic. That is my number 2 favorite quarterback. That's yep.
That's dope.
Number 3, definitely got to go to. It's between 2 people, but all right, fuck it. We're going with Randall Cunningham. That is my 3rd favorite.
What team did he play on?
He was an Eagles quarterback for a little bit. I believe he was the Vikings quarterback for a little bit. No, he was Eagles quarterback for a lot of it and Vikings quarterback for a little bit.
Before McNabb?
McNabb? Yeah, no, he's way before. He's way before McNabb.
Okay.
He's, I want to say 80s, 90s. He's one of like the OG black gunslingers, like him and Warren Moon. That's around that. Yeah, like I think Warren was like right before him.
Warren Moon was a baller.
Yeah, same type of nigga. Randall Cunningham, bro. That man could hoop. So that's 3. 4 Russ. Cause I'm trying to tell you, bro. Russ greater Aaron Rodgers. You're just not hearing it yet. Oh, you're just not hearing it yet. Russ has just surpassed everything. You can't. People want to get it.
We gonna get it. We gonna get into it.
People, I swear, people want to not like Russ, but Russ just does everything to a team, man. You gotta love Russ.
There's an argument to be made. He's the best quarterback in the league right now.
He's playing like it.
There's a definite argument.
Definitely playing like it. And number 5. Number 5, I gotta give love to TB12 because as much as I'm fucking with it right now, god damn it, he's been through the high.
Is he out like the top 4 because he left?
Definitely.
Damn.
Definitely.
So all right. So, but like
if you would have asked me this question,
pre Tampa Bay, where is he at? I gotta know.
3. It's 3. Definitely.
You know what? I can actually respect that because like if you leave my favorite team, I can't deny your talent, but you definitely go
snuck down my favorite.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, I feel you.
No questions asked. But honorable mention Peyton Manning because honestly, what he did was beyond historic. I mean, he reinvented stats.
I feel like it was beyond historic also with the jokes.
Negative, but all right.
It's like no one should have the regular season resume that he has.
I don't think Tom Brady's career is what it is. If Peyton Manning's career is what it is, that makes sense.
Imagine if you combine like Tom Brady's postseason like record with Peyton Manning.
He's the best quarterback of all time.
What if that's like Patrick Mahomes?
It could be.
That would be crazy.
It could be
because like
he's already set records.
Peyton Manning has been so abysmal in a lot of games in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Tom Brady has had seasons where he's just been okay in the regular season.
I think abysmal is a strong word because a lot of Tom Brady
very disappointing. James Harden and Peyton Manning are very like similar type of situations to me. Peyton Manning
loses a lot of his games by last minute scores.
You're acting like that's not James Harden too.
But like James Harden gets to play defense.
We're talking about different sports. I'm saying
you brought it up. You would want to compare it to.
I'm saying yes, James Harden has more control over the game than Peyton Manning does. But in terms of the
situation
results, it's like they're right there.
He's falling
and
short
then it just falls short.
He's falling short in a lot. I get that. It's not like he doesn't have the chips. He's got as many as his brother, doesn't he?
I feel like he got the one when Tom Brady got hurt.
And then in the Broncos.
Then the other one when he had the best defense I've ever seen. That defense was insane.
All right.
That defense was insanity. They had Akeem Talib, Von Miller.
I've ever seen, but it's definitely up there.
In the Super Bowl, definitely one of the best defenses I've ever seen in my life.
Probably one of the better defensive Super Bowl performances, but historically, I think they were better defenses. But I see what you're saying. But fuck.
I feel it,
yeah. Peyton definitely gets honorable mention in my top 5 favorite quarterbacks list. That's my top 5 favorite quarterbacks list.
All right. I guess one more.
Yeah, it's me, ain't it?
It is. This man wasn't ready.
Oh, no, I'm trying to see.
Not ready.
You think I wasn't ready? Oh, no, I was trying to see if this was worth asking. And why not? It's the Real Random Podcast. Top 5 favorite porn stars, Nick. What's up?
Oh, my God. Wow.
Go ahead. Start. You can do favorite overall. You can actually rank them. Just go ahead, put them on a list. 5.
I've never been asked that.
Look, it's not.
I never had to have a list like.
It's not a normal thing to ask this. That's why you say it wasn't ready. I was like, no, I was trying to see if I had anything else on my mind, but
I can't rank them.
I can't rank them. It was probably
it really does just depend on the day type shit. But
go ahead, Nick. Give me 5.
Number 1 of my list that's not ranked, Cherokee.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That ass. That's all you gotta say.
It's literally your name. All right, continue.
It is. I totally forgot about that. You're right. It is her name.
All right.
Number 2. I have to say would be Gianna Michaels.
That is a respectable pick.
I love the energy.
That's a respectable pick.
She'll be fucking a nigga and then she'll just slap the nigga in the face and shit. I couldn't be about that, but I appreciate the fact that you are. That's wild.
Hey, bro, porn's a wild industry.
It is. We're just slapping a nigga in the face.
All right, that was a very respectable number 2.
Good. That's crazy.
That was funny as shit.
That shit was crazy. That shit's crazy. But
Number three.
Number 3. This is hard.
You thought I wasn't gonna have something. That's hilarious.
This is hard.
That's
This
what
is
you get for
hard,
talking
bro.
shit.
This is hard. No pun intended. This is hard.
No pun intended.
Trying to think.
I'm weak.
Maserati.
Ooh. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Maserati.
I don't know if she's she definitely would have picked my top 5. All right, that's interesting.
It's just that I've seen like, and like most girls who have like big tits, you know what I'm saying?
They're not that big, that's for sure.
It's not even that they're not that big. They don't look that perfect. Like her titties look like they don't have any flaws in them. And it's like I don't know if those were paid for. I don't know.
I don't know. Natural. I'm going with a guess.
I hope so. It's like, but they look so like just like perfect. Whereas I see a lot of girls with big tits where it's like they sag a little bit, and that's fine. I'm not mad about that. But it's like, why does her tits look like this? You know.
So what's that, 4 or is that 3?
That's 4. Right. I said Cherokee, Maserati. Yes, 3.
All right, 3.
4.
This is where the real thing happens.
It is because like I don't have this list just on the top of my head. Like
some people do. I don't think I do.
Not me.
I don't think I do.
Not me.
I'd actually have to really sit and think.
4 would probably be.
Oh, shout out to anyone who actually.
This girl named Daisy Cooper.
Daisy Cooper.
She's a new one.
I think I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's new.
All right,
good energy.
Good energy. This nigga Nick.
I mean, that matters to me. You can't just be sitting there taking it.
You gotta have some positivity.
You gotta bring something to the steam inside your body. You know
all right, got you. Nick's all about the black shit. All right, 5.
Number 5, Sophie D.
That's a pick. That she I think she makes my top 5 because that is she has been in.
I love the accent. You know what I'm saying? The accent almost made me convinced I need a British girl. Like it really almost convinced me of that shit.
I think she's actually like New Zealandish or something. Maybe I'm tweaking.
It don't matter.
Nah, right? She's foreign. It don't matter. I'm done.
You know what I'm saying?
She has been in one too many videos in my opinion. And goddamn it, shout outs to you, Sophie D, because you would have made my top 5. That's a very interesting list you put there.
All top too.
I think a lot of people just thought to themselves that's an interesting list as well. But hey,
anybody who put Mia Khalifa in that top 5, y'all wildin'. She don't even like the fact she was in porn.
Nick, that's not a debatable point. It's about whether you enjoyed her porn. I guess Discovery. Yeah, Discovery is the right term.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put her in my top 5 though.
Hey.
I almost dropped this. Good catch.
All right,
so that was the top 5.
That's top 5, man. That's top 5.
All right,
and look, usually we do 3 topics, but this week we felt like what you're watching is gonna be its own fucking thing.
Honestly, I try to make it just NFL in general.
We doing.
Nick was like, "Nah, just throw it away.
Yeah,
watch it.
Yeah,
it'll take forever."
So let's call this in corny terms.
God.
The mega. What you're watching. What you watching?
We're going into shows. We're going straight into the motherfucking. I think we should. I'm going into shows.
We'll work our way to the sports shit.
Man, I'm not gonna talk about what I am currently watching. I'm talking about what's coming. You feel me? The second season of Golden Kamuy comes October, as well as the second part of the 4th season of Haikyuu. And I am through the roof, bruh. If you don't know what Golden Kamuy is, I'm not gonna do no spoilers. Just know it's one of those old-fashioned animes where it's not superpowers per se. It's real, like think war times, like almost. I forget the war that they're currently in, but
it's like a real war.
It's think like Native Americans, muskets, like
got it,
that type of shit. Yeah,
wow.
So it's a savage ass. Did you watch Vinland Saga?
I watched the first 10 episodes.
Oh, well, you should finish. It's a great show.
I will.
But it's on that kind of like savagery,
okay,
kind of in that realm. But it takes more. I mean, both are historical animes, but this one's a little more recent. There's guns in this one, obviously. So Golden Kamuy, a great watch. This is I think the 3rd season officially, but for me it's the 2nd because I watched the 1st season dubbed. But nonetheless, that's coming. I'm excited. Attack on Titan, the final. I think this is not 100% because I actually don't watch Attack on Titan, but the final season confirmed for December. That is confirmed. So we're not gonna talk about what I'm currently watching.
America, get your shit together.
Yeah,
get your shit together. We have to have that shit.
I gotta get caught up in time.
Oh my god! But honestly, it's gonna disappoint me just from the standpoint of it's gonna be a week by week thing.
Oh no! Oh, I think if I time this right, by the time I get caught up, it will be toward the end of this final season.
Good for you.
So I'll just swoop in perfectly. But yeah,
Good-
you're definitely gonna be
good
watching that
for
week by week because I
you.
heard it's that good.
Honestly, watching shows week by week sucks.
Some animes can do it.
I don't
Attack
think
on
I
Titan
don't think
is
it
one of them.
benefits any anime. I think it's something you have to do in certain situations, but it doesn't benefit any anime.
No, I see what you're saying, but I think some animes can do it where like you can watch it week by week and you'll still have the same level of excitement. Almost.
I will accept this as the way I have to watch it.
Yeah,
but I'm not ever gonna be like, oh, I prefer it to come out week by week.
I think it's better to watch anime in one stream, if that makes sense. One single.
I think it's better for
binge.
them for it to be week by week because you want to keep the hype going.
That's how it works. Yeah. But I definitely think watching anime in binge format is probably the most proper way to do so.
Definitely.
So that's coming, and I don't know if this has been confirmed, but the next season of Bungo Stray Dogs needs to come. If you don't know what Bungo Stray Dogs, it's another superpower anime. It's really good. I mean, the second season was like that, so third season gotta be like that. That's how I'm bumming. And yeah, we're not talking about what I'm watching. We're talking about what I want to see, or what I'm hoping to see, what I plan on seeing. What you watching show wise, Nick?
Been a non-anime week, unfortunately. There's been a lot of different shows I've been watching this week.
This man got time.
Yeah, I haven't had time this week. I've just been watching shit on my iPhone. Been a long week.
Ugh.
iPhone and a fucking hotel TV. But I digress.
I digress. I'm getting a little personal.
I feel like it was maybe 3 weeks ago. The Boys dropped their start of the second season. They dropped their first 3 episodes.
Got you.
I said, I want to binge this. I'm gonna wait because they dropped the last season all at one time.
Weird.
This season they tried to divvy it up because I want to keep that hype going. I was like, I'm not here for that.
I'm not here for that.
I want to wait till y'all drop everything. Then I was bored, and I was like, I need something to watch.
And then he ended up
doing
what they wanted.
They had 5. No, because they had 5 episodes already out. So I'm like, that's bingeable. Like that's a binge.
Anything's a binge.
You know what I'm saying? If you have 5 straight episodes. You have 5 straight episodes to watch. I'm like, all right. Like I'm not gonna watch 5 straight episodes.
I think anything past 2 is binge worth. But no, I'm good. Go ahead.
That's I could agree to disagree. Anyways, but
is 3 not the same?
Yeah, but
it's an hour and a half.
The Boys season 2 right now to me is better than The Boys season 1.
Word.
If you like superhero shows that are not head ass, I guess is the best way to put it, where it's like you expect everything. So when you watch a Marvel show or a Marvel movie, you know what's about to happen.
Word.
You know the tone they're getting. You know all that.
A little bit more plot involved.
The Boys is going to shake your expectations of what a superhero show could be. And it's going to make it harder to watch this Marvel shit sometimes. Because it's like, this is how it's going to actually be if they were real. And this is how
opinions, Nick.
And this is how they make it appear in the Marvel shit.
Very strong opinions.
All right, yeah, I agree. But I feel that The Boys does a great job of being both a satire and like an evolution of the superhero genre.
Okay.
And I will raise that same energy to a show I just started watching called Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is somehow on the same level as The Boys right now for me. Mm-hmm. I've seen the first 6 episodes, and I was shocked at how great the story is for a show I didn't even hear any hype around.
Okay.
It's a DC show, so it's taking place in a DC universe,
mm-hmm.
but it's as savage as The Boys, as wild. It comes on, HBO. It's like a Disney property. So if you know,
Doom Patrol has its own origin story, doesn't it?
I'm sorry.
Doom Patrol has its own origin story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Makes sense.
The best way I can compare it, it's basically like DC's more fucked up version of X-Men.
I was thinking Suicide Squad, but go ahead.
It kind of like that, but they're not evil.
Gotcha.
Like Suicide Squad, they're kind of like borderline evil.
It's literally criminals.
These are losers. They're all losers. They have the most fucked up superpowers. Like, it's not superpowers you'd want. Like, if you're, it'd be lit to be fucking,
Don't
Thor.
go into too much detail.
No, I'm not going into detail. It'd be lit if you're like Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You'd be lit if you're Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not lit if you die, basically, and your brain's been put into a metal robot. That's not lit.
That's not really a superpower, if you ask me.
You're super strong now. It's not lit if you were a Hollywood actress and now you're turning into sludge. And it's cool because you can get into cracks in the door and shit, but you're sludge.
Got you.
And that's just some of the powers. it shows me a different like type of superhero where it's like niggas who you don't have any faith in and they fuck up all the time. Solving shit. Highly recommended. I recommend it just as much as I recommend The Boys. Both those shows are amazing to me.
Cool, man.
Is
that it for what you're watching?
I'd say so. Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
it.
I haven't really had time besides that.
All right, sports alert. If
oh my god,
you're not here for that, here we go.
Oh my god, you ain't gonna hit the button. You feel subconscious,
Dick. If I wanted to press the button, I would have pressed it.
I feel like every time he's like, I shouldn't press it.
Dick, if I wanted to press the button, I pressed it today, did I?
I don't think you have. I think
I pressed it once.
It's like literally.
I pressed it when we're doing
I feel
the
like
test.
mentally, yeah. I feel like mentally, you're like, I'm not gonna press it.
Nick, if I want to press the button, I press it. And we had a moment
you're
where
like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it 62.
Nick, I don't think about it that deeply because I don't think I pressed it that many times.
All right.
So I literally am gonna press what I feel like pressing. And honestly, I haven't felt like reaching. So
I thought that was a good time to press it. Honestly, I thought it would have been.
I
wouldn't have said nothing to you. I would have been like, fair enough.
You shouldn't be saying anything to me, period, because I don't even press it that damn much. But that's besides the point. We talk about sports. We're getting straight into it. God damn it, Nick.
God damn it.
We talk about the NFL. If you not
I got the schedule, not schedule, the standings.
All right, yeah, good
about
news.
to pull that up.
Please do. I think I know everyone's right now.
I don't. I know I don't.
Okay.
This is mostly for me.
This is mostly for me.
I had a feeling that you did have your shit. The one thing I learned is that I didn't know the conferences were the American Football Conference and the National. I did not know that. I just thought I never thought that those were abbreviations.
Stems from the AFL and NFL, I believe.
I peeped. I get that. I just never put two and two together. I was like, there's just the NFC and AFC.
It's because you never thought that deep about it.
Never thought about. Never.
They stand for something.
Ever. I feel it.
Yeah, I believe it stems from the NFL when it was the AFL was different than NFL.
Yes.
And they and they stand in between those.
That's very interesting. You wanna go by conference? I feel like that'd be an easier way to kind of organize shit.
I think I was gonna start with the whole
I would say
COVID thing.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna start with the COVID thing. So shout outs to all the players and the staff and the coaches for actually getting the shit together and putting in the most to get this football season started, because y'all really had to do a lot to get this season even underway. And kudos to y'all, you feel me? Because that's just no joke.
And if anybody wants a more deeper in depth like of what these niggas are doing,
good reference point, yeah.
Tune into Hard Knocks, HBO. These niggas have done the most.
They have to. There's no way this would have.
There's no way it would have worked if they didn't do the most.
That's real.
So yeah, if you want to see exactly how much work they put in, just watch Hard Knocks if you can. That it's like you're gonna have a new appreciation, because it's easy to kind of say the NFL kind of fucked up in how they've
you know what's
made
crazy?
Certain decisions.
Previously, I had a different attitude about it, but once I saw the fines they were giving out for not wearing masks, they're giving out 6-figure fines to coaches.
I feel like they've adjusted from where they were,
and I can't knock that. I cannot knock that.
I feel like they looked at the NBA and was like, that shit's working.
We got to take this more seriously, and I'm with it. You know,
I don't think they were at that place before, but it only matters that they're at that place.
I'm not. Now. Yeah, but I'm not gonna knock them for improving.
Absolutely,
for sure. I agree. Kudos to them, and I fully believe that this season can finish. We can get to a Super Bowl, and every little. I'm kind of mad that y'all still letting fans in, because like if an outbreak is gonna happen, it's definitely gonna happen on one of these dumb shits. But
gotta get money somehow.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. Yeah, we'll be mad at you later. Type shit. I mean, that's it on the COVID part. I think
you want to go down the list. You want to go down like let's go to each conference.
Let's do conference.
I'm sorry, not conference. Division. Let's do division. Let's do division.
Here we go. I guess it's time to start.
So let's just go off top.
AFC.
Who's winning AFC East this year?
The Bills. Bold take, not bold take. The Patriots' defense is good. It's not that good. Our offense
it's way worse than last year.
It is. The offense still lacks receiving threats. Cam Newton being our new goal line running back is great. We're going to be able to finish our drives, and that's fantastic. We're definitely not a better football team than the Bills. The Bills getting Stephon Diggs is going to be a problem. People haven't really seen it yet.
Controversial opinion. I think your offense this year is way better than it was last year.
Really?
I think that having Cam Newton behind center for this Patriots team is better.
It does work better because the lack of offensive talents around him. You need him to do more. And Tom
Brady in fucking 2011
could have
made something. But no, I think Cam Newton, he's gonna have a good season.
Our offensive line isn't what it used to be either. I generally salute to Cam for making worth with almost nothing, in my opinion. Not to disrespect these NFL players, but this is, if you look at this receiving core, it's one of the weakest in the leagues. It's Julian Edelman and friends. Bird's coming up. N'Keal Harry has to prove himself. but generally could be a much better receiving core. So I got Bills winning the division. It's going to be close, though. Don't think it won't be. Patriots making the playoffs, in my opinion. There's an extra wild card spot this year. Pay attention. The Jets are going to be one of the worst teams in the league if anyone's not hip. I knew they were bad before the season even started. If anyone's wondering why, it's because Adam Gase, terrible coach, doesn't make good decisions. Just overall poor assessment of talent.
The only thing he's memorable for two reasons.
Go ahead.
One, letting go of Jamal Adams off top.
It seems like a mistake. I mean,
number two, his initial press conference where his eyes were so just like wide. He was on something. I'm not saying he was on anything illegal. He could have been prescribed it. That man was on something. That's the only two things he's memorable for me. Everything else he's been...
He fucked up in Miami, too. I remember him for that.
Why he's a head coach, I have no idea.
There's a lot of people who deserve a chance before Adam Gase is another one. That's for sure.
So many.
But there's not much to argue about in the AFC East. The Dolphins are a work in progress. Tua's going to start sooner than later.
Every year.
Tua's going to take the helm sooner or later.
Hopefully.
I think they're trying to do the Mahomes thing, give him that year, let him show out the...
Man, if Tua is Mahomes, oh my God.
That'd be great. I don't think he has the arm, but he's definitely an accurate quarterback.
I think the Patriots win this division.
Really?
I do.
Bill Belichick would have to do a lot, I'll tell you that. The Bills definitely play the same teams we play.
I'm just not so confident in the Bills. Like, I never am.
It's Josh Allen. No one wants to be confident in him. I'm telling you right now, he puts up numbers.
I can't say you're wrong,
It's Josh Allen. I promise you it is. You have no other reason to doubt that team. Great defense. Fantastic defense.
They have a good defense. I won't say it's a great defense.
No, it's top 5 in the league. If anyone's paying attention.
Right now?
Right now.
But it's only 2 games.
It's top 5 in the league. Great defensive line.
Yo. Hello?
What a
hello
phone call. They got you. They might be outside?
Probably.
I guess this is a pause.
It's going to have to be.
If they're not outside, I'll be so hurt.
I'm just going to unlock the door.
My leg.
And if niggas come out, they come in the room and it's like Rando Convo podcast shit.
It's nothing unusual, ain't it?
I probably just happened before.
You probably edited it, but I haven't heard it. It might have been the equality, or was it not equality? God damn it! Fuck. What is the title of our last podcast, Nick? It's about to be. It's 9 right now. Also, what's the title of our most recent podcast, Nick? Unity. It's Unity, yup. What's happening? Come on, Nick.
They better not lose, though.
This podcast got to end soon. I got things to
come back 3-1 in 3 straight series and they lose to the Heat. Yeah.
Nick, I'm telling you,
Then I'm going off.
The headlines. The headlines, Nick.
They come back 3-1 every series.
I sat down.
I
knew I wasn't supposed to sit down, and I still did it. I literally told myself, letting it go first. Then I looked at my phone.
Why you said that?
Look, bro, I'm telling you right now, I tweet. I know I tweet.
Oh shit! All right, so we went over the AFC East. Let's get to this AFC. Honestly, you're not gonna say anything different from what I'm gonna say. This is a quick one. Who's winning the AFC West?
Do we even have to talk about this? I want to know
That's
who's
why I
coming in
literally just
second.
said.
Who you got?
Second?
Yeah.
Chargers.
Really?
Hard Knocks convinced me. I like their team.
It wasn't me when I said
like
it.
Justin Herbert.
Wait. It wasn't me when I said it.
When did I say they weren't going to be second? You never asked me that. You asked me that.
Definitely.
You never asked me that.
I don't think I've asked you that question before. I've told you before.
And I
the
wasn't
season
hating
started.
on it.
No,
I said I've been a Chargers supporter since
I said they're
going to
be better than people think they are.
I didn't disagree with
all
you.
Right, I don't think that was
I never
your
disagreed
standard
with
opinion.
you. I think I let the opinion be. I didn't say like, oh, that's not true.
We'll figure it out.
I
don't think it's
I
on
like
record.
Anthony Lynn a lot.
It's
I think
not on
Justin
record.
Herbert's a good quarterback.
He wasn't supposed to start when the season started. And I still thought they were going to be a good team.
Well, Tyrod Taylor. That's the story.
That he got his lung punctured? What you think, it's an inside job?
No, of course not. So I'm like, what the fuck?
In my opinion,
that is like
Tyrod Taylor wasn't.
That doesn't happen to normal people.
Tyrod Taylor wasn't going to finish the season as starter, and honestly, it just escalated things.
Of course, but it's like
it's fucked that it's him.
How the odds?
Tyrod Taylor loses every starting job. I swear to God, bro.
He's not a starting quarterback. He's a makeshift quarterback.
Oh,
he's literally like a lower tier Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's pretty accurate. Oh gosh, that was a comparison. He doesn't have Ryan's arm, honestly.
That's the difference. That is the difference. But it's like you don't want your team to revolve around Ryan Fitzpatrick.
In my opinion, he's a shorter Marcus Mariota. Very conservative. Can use their legs. He's the backup of the Raiders.
He's on the Raiders now.
He's the backup of the Raiders.
Yeah. What a honestly
the mighty fall. Ryan Tannehill took a
both
job and never
him
looked back.
And Jameis. Where's Jameis?
Backup of the Saints. Third string actually. Taysom Hill's the backup.
Yeah, honestly, I remember people were hyping those two. Number 1, number 2, I believe.
That's exactly what they were.
And I always thought Mariota was not going to be that good. I thought Jameis was going to be a great quarterback.
Jameis has an arm. You know what's crazy? Jameis can make every throw an NFL quarterback needs to make.
Yeah, including all the interceptions.
He definitely doesn't make every decision that an NFL quarterback needs to make, but it is what it is. Yeah, Marcus has his own issues. But I think the Chargers, as much as I think they can come in second, I am worried about these Raiders. For a team that actually has a poor defense, they have 1, good coaching, and 2, I don't know if they're going to beat the Chiefs anytime soon, but a division they can definitely maneuver around.
Division games are always a toss-up.
They are.
Especially in that division. Those teams hate each other.
It's Mahomes, in my opinion. Whether he shows up or not is literally the difference between a win and a loss every game. But for the Raiders, I think they can sneak second. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers do it. The Broncos lost Drew Lock, who I'm very high on. A lot of people don't think Drew Lock can make it as an NFL quarterback. I think he has all the tools, the arm talent, and the weapons around him. He needs the offensive line.
I mean, it's fine they lost Drew Lock.
The Broncos.
They lost Von Miller.
You got to take that.
That's the one that is dooming your season.
I thought
that turns your defense from a top 10 defense to bottom tier.
You think it's bottom tier? They have problems.
He's that valuable.
They have problems. I thought, especially with their coach Vic Fangio being such a defensive-minded coach, they were going to be able to cover their losses. They weren't going to be as good, obviously, but I don't think they were going to sink under 20 in terms of defenses.
But I don't think we really vary in our opinion on the
the
AFC
Chiefs
West.
got this.
Chiefs got it.
It's a matter of who's second.
Chiefs got it. Chargers going to be second. Raiders going to be third.
Oh, no, I think Raiders can fight for second.
I just don't like the talent they got compared to the Chargers.
What? Is it Derek Carr?
It is. It is Derek Carr, but it's also like their receivers are just okay to me.
Darren Waller is top tight end, one of the top tight ends in the league.
Yeah.
Just very mad about it. All right. He threw that man 13, 14 times. Look, the Raiders.
They're not awful. They'll go 7-9.
They definitely caught 7-9. Ooh, be careful. They definitely caught the Saints at the right time. That's a big win. There's only 16 games in the NFL season, and I think that Saints win is going to propel them definitely, in my opinion, 8-8, maybe second in division, 9-7.
I think that Chargers loss, like, there's no such thing to me as a good loss, but that's as close as you can come.
No, they definitely took the Chiefs.
That close to beating questionably the best team in football.
I think every game is a game by game.
It took one of the best performances I've ever seen from a kicker. He balled the fuck out.
He definitely did it. I don't know if this is one of the best ever.
He had to kick a 53-yard field goal, right?
And then had to do a 58
He
twice.
made that one. A penalty happened on his team. They had to push it back 5 yards. He makes it again, but they call timeout.
And then he makes it again.
I'm like, and before in the game, in the second quarter, he hit his record, like the record for the stadium. And then he hit the record again and broke his own record. I'm like, yo,
it was like 57?
That's a crazy. That's what it took.
I think
that's crazy.
It was a career day for him. I think there's been some better kicking days.
And if he doesn't make, if he's any worse, they lose the game.
No.
So
for sure.
I have to give respect to the Chargers. They balled the fuck out. I love their team. I love their receivers. I love their entire offense.
I
Their
think their
quarterback's
offensive-
just young.
I think their offensive line is a little questionable, but injuries got them
I
too,
will
in
not
my
hold you,
opinion, with Derwin James. And like I said, I think it's a toss up between them and the Raiders. But yeah, we're pretty synonymous on the Chiefs thing. So next,
I think
up,
our only thing is just the Raiders Chargers.
who's gonna finish second? I mean, we all
that's gonna be interesting.
The Broncos' early season's kind of spiraling downward, so
unfortunately,
it is what it is. Yeah.
Fuck them though.
All right, AFC North.
This is probably the toughest division.
In football or
no, in the AFC.
Yeah.
In the AFC.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll get to the toughest one.
Yeah. It's the NFC West.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's discuss.
But in terms of the AFC, this is the toughest.
For sure. Especially with the Steelers coming back.
Because I'm sorry. Call me a fool. Call me a sucker. I refuse to give up on Baker Mayfield. I refuse.
Why?
I don't know, a gut feeling. It really isn't anything based in fact.
Okay.
But I just...
Do you think there's potential?
I think there's something there. And the team is so good that if he is just moving right, if he's just making the right reads, if he's making the right plays, that is a playoff team.
Okay.
And I think they're dangerous. Now, will they win the division? Hell no.
No. I don't think they'll win this division
but I think they
for the
can
next
come
4 to 5 years, honestly.
I think they can come in second this year, though.
I'll tell you this. They won't come in second. And also, Baker's trash. But Baker isn't like trash, like doesn't belong in the NFL trash. This is the problem with Baker, in my opinion. He, one, doesn't make great decisions, and two, is very predictable. In terms, he stares down receivers. He has things that he can fix and become a better quarterback.
But let me challenge you on one thing, though.
Go ahead.
When has Baker had a good offensive line?
This would probably be his first season in the league, but this is his best offensive line so far.
Right. He's had horrible offensive line.
All right.
They gave away their best offensive lineman to get Odell. I watched a lot of Browns games last year.
That was that trade? I thought they gave up Jabril Peppers.
I'm pretty sure they gave up one of their offensive linemen for
it. Was Jabril Peppers and I think a defensive lineman.
No,
you're going to have to pull up that trade, Nick.
That's fine. We can do that. We want to be accurate.
I think it was Jabril Peppers, draft picks. And I want to say...
before we do anything, shouts out to all the people protesting, all the injustice. That shit's already up there. I don't want to make it a whole topic, but...
Nah, you said what you had to say. It's just a shame that they punishing people over drywall over...
bullshit.
Odell Brown trade. Very bottom. Yeah, there we go, Nick. Oof. 2 draft picks and Jabril Peppers. Yep.
Okay, I was wrong. Sorry. I could have swore they gave up something.
No.
I'm sure
different trade, maybe.
Their offensive line definitely got
it's
worse
poor.
in that offseason.
It was definitely poor. Maybe someone left. I don't know.
So what I saw last year from Baker was he get the ball, and it's an immediate pressure every time.
All right.
Which I don't see other quarterbacks have to go through. He's a rookie. He's a young player still learning.
I think it was his second year in the league.
Right. He was a young player still learning.
I think he did have bad coaching.
He's had horrible coaching.
Kitchens wasn't OD bad. He was more of an offensive coordinator than a head coach, but it's not like his play calls were horrendous. He definitely didn't know what to do sometimes. He didn't know what to do sometimes.
He was horrible. What do you mean?
There's a reason he got fired.
There's a reason he got fired. There's a reason he's never been a head coach before.
It would be one thing if he was a defensive coach, in my opinion, but he was an offensive coordinator that was made the head coach because he worked well with Baker.
Of all the coaches they could have picked, they picked the worst.
They picked him because he worked well with Baker.
That's the sole quarterback.
That's the sole reason they picked the head coach. So I'm not gonna go.
That's what you pick a QB coach for.
I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying for Baker to have a head coach that was made head coach solely because he had a good relationship with you as a person, I can't put that on motherfucking anyone else but Baker.
How you went on Baker? It's not like he's the one making.
He didn't make the decision, but I'm not about to be like, oh, his coach was bad.
His coach was bad. His coach was horrible.
I get that he didn't make great decisions, but that coach was put there solely because of Baker. You feel me? That was his coach.
But it's not on Baker to pick his coach, though. Baker is a quarterback.
I get that.
His job is
not
to pick
like I said. It's not like he was some.
Why are you letting, as a franchise, your second-year quarterback pick the head coach? What sense does that make?
I can't give any brownie points to Baker because his coach was bad, solely because his coach was meant for him. You feel me?
I'm just saying the coach being bad is a factor.
It didn't help.
Into why
it didn't help.
he had such a horrible
So
season.
let me come to this.
Still doesn't change the fact that he was horrible. I'm not acting like he wasn't horrible.
Now they have Kevin Stefanski as their head coach, right?
Yes, sir.
Another improving guy.
Yes, sir.
But in my opinion, this man Kevin is about to turn Baker into Kirk Cousins. And I think that's good. I think that's what Baker is. That's exactly what he's about to be, bro. Watch. He's going to be a standard play action quarterback that all he does is get the ball at the hands. He's going to hand the ball off because it's a run first offense now, and he's going to run the play action like we've never seen before.
I just think it's just the decision making for me.
Okay.
It's literally that's it. If he just makes better decisions, which is a lot to ask. That's a lot.
It's the same reason Jameis is a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Very true. But if he could just make better reads.
I think
be more conservative sometimes, man. You don't gotta like throw in the double coverage just because you have Odell right there. There's no like you don't have to.
He'll be more successful this year.
I agree.
But also, the Steelers are back. If anyone doesn't think the Steelers are back, one, it's the best defense in the league.
Ironically, that was the first game I watched last week. Them facing the
Giants.
That wasn't the Giants. The second game.
You're talking about versus the. No, they played Texans this week. Who they beat somebody's ass last week.
Who they play?
Broncos. There it is.
They played Broncos.
Yeah, that game was quiet because they hurt their quarterback, and that's why I was like, yeah, that game's dub.
But yeah, it was. I mean, they were balling though. I feel like even if they had their full roster, they wouldn't have beat that Steelers team.
That Steelers team is like that. It's the best defense in the league, in my opinion.
I think you think it's the best what?
Defense in the league. The Steelers have the best defense in the league.
I can't challenge that.
That is definite for this current season. Yeah, number one.
I don't like their offense.
I don't know why.
Because look, Big Ben's Big Ben. We already know what he's gonna bring.
Right.
Juju's Juju. We know what he's bringing. I don't know what James Conner is, to be honest.
You don't know.
I don't know what he is. I don't know how valuable he's going to be in a playoff run.
This is what I'll say. He's got the best hands of the running back group, but they actually have a pretty good running back group.
They have a good group, but he's the leader of them.
In my opinion, he's the marquee. He's not even the best runner. I think that's Benny Snell Jr. I think, honestly, James Conner is just the best hands.
But he gets the most touches.
That's fine.
That's my thing. It's like, if they go with James Conner for the whole year,
I don't think it'll be that big of an issue.
I think it's a weak link in their team.
They're more of a pass-first offense with Ben in.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to be slinging. Deontay Johnson is about to put up numbers.
I'm going to pay attention to how they're going to do all year. I'm
Eric Ebron at tight end. Like I said, injuries can happen to anyone. We've already seen it. Oh, great. But they're going to be the number 2 team in the AFC. Hey, bro. Why are you yelling? Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Later tonight? Come on down, Lordies. All right, we'll be here. All right, here.
That's hilarious.
Fuck was I saying, bro?
I think but here's the thing. We're debating number 2. We already know who number 1's going to be.
Oh, for sure. It's the Ravens.
Ian would like appear out of nowhere if we said otherwise.
Shout outs to Joe Burrow. I think he's gonna have a hell of a rookie season.
I think he's gonna have a hell of a rookie season with no wins.
He'll win a game. It might not be in the division.
I don't know.
But he'll win a game. The Browns beat his ass.
That team is awful.
Nah, the rest of the AFC got bad teams, bro.
The whole team is awful.
Joe Burrow.
I like Joe Burrows, but
they almost beat the Chargers week 1 if it wasn't for their kicker.
Right. I think it's gonna be a lot of almost.
I think I'm looking like 2-14, 3-13. They'll get some wins. Fair enough. I think the Steelers number 2. I don't think the Browns have the full defense to do it. Like the linebacking core is much weaker. I think people are noticing it, and I just think the Steelers are a more complete team, so they got it. But
number 1 Ravens, number 2
I got Steelers.
I got Browns.
You're tripping because when the Steelers play the Browns, you gonna understand.
Well, they're gonna be in for a shot.
All right. The Browns got a good running game too. It's not gonna be shit versus these Steelers.
The AFC South makes me so sad.
It might be the second one.
This, to me, the worst team technically right now is the best team in the conference.
You think the worst team in their division is the Titans?
No. I'm saying the best team is the worst team technically right now.
Oh God, I thought I heard that
The
backwards.
Texans have had the schedule makers, their head coach / whatever he is
GM
/
also.
their success from last year basically accumulate in the
I don't
worst
think they're the
start you
best
could
team in the
possibly
division
ask
anymore.
for. Huh?
I don't think they're the best team in the division anymore.
I feel like you might be right, but they damn sure have the best quarterback. And when you have the best quarterback, I give you a puncher's chance in your division.
All I'm saying is trading D-Hop has done much more damage than anyone could have imagined, and people already thought it was going to be
could
bad.
go down and maybe the worst trade ever.
It's up there already. Honestly,
They're 0-2.
I think that was
they're
the
not 0-2 with D-Hop. They might be 1-1. They're not 0-2. Now
I think they lose both games with D-Hop. That's just me.
Now look, it's a hard ass
to beat the Chiefs and the Ravens
in back-to-back weeks with no crowds.
Look,
that is a tough ass.
But
I hope they would have won one game, but I understand the fact they lost both.
I'm gonna tell you now, their season is already, I wouldn't say in jeopardy per se, because they can still make the playoffs, but they are definitely an uphill battle. Because
if they lose next week, they're a wild card at best.
Oof, the Titans aren't slowing down, and the Colts and Jaguars are showing they're gonna fight any team they play.
I mean, the Titans, to me, the division's in their control right now.
Got you.
I like their team from top to bottom it's
better than the rest, in my opinion.
It's better.
I don't think the Phillip Rivers experiment's gonna work out.
I don't think so either.
A lot of people said Phillip Rivers behind a good offensive line was going to be problem solved. And I was like, nah, some of the throws he missed last year weren't even offensive line related. He was just missing open people. And I think you're seeing it now. He doesn't have the arm. He's not taking no shots like he used to. He's throwing to the running backs.
I think the best of Phillip Rivers we've already seen.
For sure.
We're not going to see. He's not going to improve.
Shout out to the Colts offensive line for being so great, though.
Type shit.
But yeah, I think
imagine Andrew Luck with this team.
Hey, bro, stop wasting your thought process.
Man, like
stop doing it.
Even if you had an Andrew Luck level nigga to take advantage of the team they have.
It's ain't Madden, Nick.
Should be.
And I think that's the AFC.
So do you predict the Titans gonna win it?
The whole division?
Yeah.
It's not going to be the Jags, and I don't got to be in the Colts. So it's between the Texans making a very, very outstanding run and taking the division back.
The thing is, didn't they make an outstanding run like 2 years ago, if I remember correctly?
Not ringing any bells over here.
I think they did.
But I think it's the Titans division to lose. I'll say that.
Let's get to this shit show.
Let's
get to this shit show.
What are we yelling at?
This is my team.
All right.
This is the most fraudulent leader of a division I've ever seen.
We're 2 games in.
I'm hip.
And y'all beat the Eagles. Y'all should be proud.
Eagles are horrible.
Well, they're playing horrible. I thought they were a better team than y'all, but they're definitely playing horrible.
No, they're not. It's sad that they're not, but they're not.
They definitely have a better offense.
The Giants just lost their best franchise player.
And their offensive line's trash.
The Cowboys won the luckiest game I've ever seen.
You say luck, they say effort.
It takes effort to be lucky. So I'm not saying they don't deserve the win per se.
I agree with that. I've been lucky and not done a thing.
Fair enough. They were lucky to win that game. They played amazingly well during that run to get back in the game. Gotcha. So I'm not going to take that away from them. Even as a Cowboy hater, I'm not going to take that away. They played extremely well. Dak looked like a fucking franchise quarterback. Pay this man.
I think they're going to.
They need to.
I don't think they have a choice at this
point.
As
somebody who's on a team, who supports a team who is still looking for a franchise quarterback, these niggas have, at minimum, a top 12 quarterback. At minimum. Then once you get after 12, so you have to start debating it. But he is a franchise
I think right now, Dak is in top 10.
I agree. I would agree. I'm saying top 12 just to be nice. But yeah, definitely top 10.
Top
to 10
me. Be nicer? All right, cool.
No, I'm saying like to some people don't want to give him the respect.
And I Dak Prescott, and there are arguments.
There are arguments that if like you want to put him in the top 10, I'm like, okay.
Nah, he's got the numbers. If you don't, these last 2 seasons, if you ain't seen it, Dak definitely is in the top 10 conversation.
Dak is better when he's coming back from behind. And that's the issue. It's like when it's like they're expected to win, they don't win. When they're not expected to win, they will inch out a win that you're not expecting.
Dak has not shown up in certain games, but throughout a regular season, Dak has been impressive for me personally. At least the last 2 seasons. I don't know what y'all looking at, but hey,
I agree.
Let's talk about this division. Who you got winning it?
I wish nobody. I wish
Nigga, answer the question.
I wish they would just do away with this division.
Answer the question, bro.
These teams out.
Who is going to win it?
I'm gonna say the Redskins just because they're my team.
It's the Cowboys, bro. What are you talking about? Your offense is terrible. Y'all might have the best division in this, the best defense in this division, but your offense is so poor that I can't imagine y'all winning it.
Who has a good offense besides the Cowboys in this division?
I thought the Eagles did.
Why would you think they have nothing?
Well, honestly, Zach Ertz has been one of the best receiving tight ends in this league. Dallas Goedert's up and coming. Miles Sanders is supposed to show up, and their receiving core was trash last year and they made the playoffs. So why would I think not?
A bad line. They have a bad line this year.
Their line was not as good as it was last year, but they brought back Jason Peters. I think it's gonna be this bad. This is atrocious. This is absolutely
their quarterback is. I could have never imagined
Carson Wentz.
He is literally costing them games.
Carson Wentz is playing the worst of his career. Confirmed.
It's making the Dak Prescott Carson Wentz comparison that people used to make, and Carson Wentz used to come on top of. It's making this like a travesty.
It's not.
Dak Prescott, you can put trust in him no matter what.
It's easy. It's easier to talk in perspective, but it's definitely not looking hot for Carson. Look, we could have the same conversation end of season talking about Dan Carson, that nigga.
What if the Redskins win a fucking Super Bowl in the 1 year where we're not the Redskins? That would be karma.
I think that's where you turn off the PS5.
That would be karma. That would be ultimate karma.
That's definitely where you turn off the game system.
All it took was us to change this racist ass name.
God, y'all not winning no Super Bowl so not with this offense. We'll see. The Cowboys got this division, barring some miracle from the Redskins. The Giants and the Eagles have so much to fix. It's actually kind of funny. And I think that's it for this division. So now on to the best division in football.
Yeah.
The NFC West. Anyone who didn't think the Cardinals were going to be better this year, you tweaked.
I will say, first off, RIP the 49ers Super Bowl champions. That was the best team in this division.
I thought it was the Seahawks.
No.
I did.
Decimated.
I did because the 49ers had lost some things coming in already.
They did.
The defense line wasn't going to be as good, and I thought their offense was iffy at best, especially with the receiving core being. They didn't really use the receivers that much last year, but they were already hurt. They were Eagles hurt coming in this year.
In their defense, I trusted. Their defense
is Super Bowl.
Their defense is, to me, on a top to bottom level, the best in the league. Right. We can say the Steelers are great. I would not say they're better than the 49ers defense. 49ers defense is nearly championship proven.
Nearly.
It took Patrick Mahomes though.
All right,
it shut Aaron Rodgers the fuck down in the conference game.
It definitely. I would say if not the best defensive line, one of the best. A very good linebacking core, and the cornerbacks going into last year, I would have never probably said this, but absolutely shown themselves to be playoff level cornerback, especially with Sherman being reinvented almost. I mean, he's still doing what he's doing in Seattle, but he's showing he can tackle still and all that good stuff.
Don't mean shit now though.
Look, injuries will do you in the truest sense, but
they are the epitome to me right now of 8-8.
I will say this,
which is crazy that the worst team in the division I feel like is gonna be 8-8.
They might be lower than 8-8 the way Garoppolo being hurt.
Is he hurt for a long time?
McMullins is starting this week.
Oh
yeah, they might be worse than 8-8.
It depends on how fast he comes back.
Hey, look, even with him coming back, they lost 2 running backs. Their defense is looking quiet. Their defense was the reason they won a lot of games last season. Bosa's season into injury, that's different, man.
I think they're so good that they're gonna go to 8-8.
All right, I got them lower than that. What I didn't expect was the Rams to not miss a beat. That's what I didn't expect. The Rams are absolutely showing that their coach deserves the hype that he gets.
Yeah, I agree.
110%.
He is better than advertised.
He might just be.
He's more than just a boy wonder.
Because I don't even like Jared Goff as a quarterback. I think he's average, above average at best.
I think their relationship is key to how successful Jared Goff has been.
He definitely
if he's on any other team, he is a bust.
He's an average quarterback. He's a bust. Below average. I can see that. No team.
He was a bust his first. He looked like a bust his first
for sure.
With fucking Jeff Fisher.
Yeah,
he looked horrible.
McVay came in and fixed everything. But McVay made Kirk Cousins who he is too. So I'm not gonna sit here and disrespect McVay. He's done it with it all.
You are absolutely right about that.
McVay definitely made Kirk Cousins.
I've never thought about it like that, but you're absolutely right. He did. He absolutely did.
He has a tendency of doing it, bro. He makes quarterbacks.
So Jared Goff, to me, I feel like it's a comeback year. He was an MVP candidate.
He was
2 years ago.
He was, and then the last season went a little bit down the drain, and now we're here.
Look, it went down the drain because of Todd Gurley being hurt. Let's be honest. Todd Gurley being hurt,
I think
and
the
their
line was
offense
fucking-
being very around, like revolved around.
I thought there
their
was
running
some
game.
offensive line injuries that also led to that, but Todd Gurley definitely getting hurt didn't fix a thing.
Yeah, I think this offseason they were able to focus,
Retool.
Yeah.
They definitely retooled.
I like.
I still think
I like their receiving core.
They're the third best team in this division, in my opinion.
Really, you think they're worse than the Cardinals?
Oh yes. Anyone who's not paying attention to the Cardinals.
Look, I'm not saying sleep on the Cardinals. I'm saying I'll make those two a push. They're a push to me. Like,
what are you defining as a push?
It would not surprise me if they had the same record.
The Cardinals and the Rams?
Yeah,
for sure.
It would not surprise. And it literally is going to come down to who won those division games.
Kyler,
I think it's going to be like
Kyler. This is the season where he's going to
elevate.
Pass, elevates the word, but we're gonna start putting Kyler and the Deshaun in the. I don't want to say Lamar, Pat, but that tier under. Good enough. That's not the problem here, bro.
I don't think
their line isn't that good. You're right about that.
And that matters in the important games.
I would say it mattered if anyone could goddamn catch Kyler.
I don't know.
Have you seen Kyler scramble?
Oh, he's amazing.
No one can catch the kid.
This has nothing to do with how I feel about Kyler.
All right, I get it. The line could definitely be better.
He can do anything to win a game.
I think he's Russell Jr.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Definitely Russell Jr.
I'm just saying their team as a whole ain't good enough.
All right. Their defense is much improved from last year.
It's much improved. It's not elite. Their line is not elite.
All right.
They have an all-world receiver.
I'm telling you, adding D-Hop has changed the offense entirely.
I like them I like them to have the same record as the Rams.
I think
but we already know who's winning this division, though.
It's the Seahawks. Russell is cooking. MVP level Russ. If you didn't think he was MVP last year, damn sure he's coming for your neck.
Yo, Ian, if you're listening, bro, Russell Wilson MVP last year.
Whew, hot take. But, I mean, he was second in my opinion, so it's not that hot of a take. The NFC North, this is an interesting one because...
It really isn't to me.
Really? I didn't think the Vikings would be this bad.
Oh, you mean in terms of like... Okay, I feel... Yeah. I didn't expect the Vikings to be that bad.
I didn't expect the Vikings to be that bad. They're terrible defensively.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Absolutely shit.
With fucking Zimmer as their coach.
No secondary at all. Harrison Smith's wandering around.
You would think that they would not allow that to happen.
With a defensive-minded coach, like you said, especially. Yeah. No, their defense.
It's just it's not the fact they have a bad defense. It's the fact that they have the coaching they have and they have a bad defense. Like you would think, you have to go to the front office like.
Whatever
we can't have our secondary be this horrible.
Whatever argument you want to make, their secondary is rubbish, mate. It is terrible.
It's awful. Kirk Cousins ain't enough to lift you that high.
And they got rid of Diggs, so now Kirk just throwing to one person.
And I don't think it's a case of like you'd have to win this division to me to make the playoffs.
It's looking like it. The way the rest of the NFC is.
Yeah, like,
it's looking like it.
There's no like leeway for you to be
even
second
with the
best.
Even with
because
the
just off
card.
the West alone, like the West can realistically have 3 playoff teams.
They could have 4 honestly with this new wild card spot.
Yeah, you're right.
They could have 4.
So there's no leeway. There's no leeway.
No, you can't take.
And we already know who's winning the division.
Packers. Anyone who thought the Packers were gonna show up, shame on you. Yeah. I get it because they drafted no receivers. And it's like, who's Aaron going to throw to?
Here's the thing.
Aaron could throw with a blindfold, and he's going to hit that target.
The Packers, as an organization, how you can have so little faith in Aaron Rodgers.
That's a shame.
I will draft a fucking quarterback while he has the best chance to win another Super Bowl.
I'll say this.
I don't like that to be in the first round. To me, that is just so egregious. I hope he leaves if he can.
I will say this. Looking back at it, I would agree with y'all. Say this was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But now that I've seen what Matt LaFleur is seeing, this team was so good in Matt LaFleur's eyes that he said, why would I make this team better? I'm going to prepare for the future because he knows he's here for the at least next 4 years. My man honestly believes the Packers team is so good he made no real additions.
Not first round. First round is disrespectful. To me, that's disrespectful.
If Jordan Love shows up 3-4 years from now and starts slinging 50 touchdowns, you're going to be quiet as shit.
That's disrespectful to me. Especially when it has to do with Aaron Rodgers, who literally had to go through that.
They're one of the top scoring offenses in the league. I think he's fine.
I'm saying you could have made... I don't want to hear the argument of they were good enough. That's not... No. Every year you're supposed to get better through all the means. Aaron Rodgers, you need to make sure this man has enough to win a Super Bowl.
This man, Matt LaFleur.
Because we always say whenever Aaron Rodgers loses in a conference game or whatever, nobody's ever blaming Aaron Rodgers because we always know it's not his fault.
Mm-hmm.
We always... I can't name... Can you name one time you blamed him for losing?
In what, the conference finals itself? Or
every
just
time
in the playoffs?
Every time... It's usually the conference finals.
I mean... He's got a couple overtime L's where it's definitely just a luck of a coin flip
type shit.
And
he got blown out by the Falcons.
That happened.
But it's like that Falcons team was rolling.
It was.
So
But we actually got to talk about this Falcons team because they got historical problems.
I mean, do we think the Bears are fraudulent? I do.
Fraudulent's a strong word. I think they won
fraudulent.
2 close games.
Never trust Mr. Trubisky.
They should have never
trust
won.
Mr. Trubisky.
They
bro.
never. You act like people can't improve.
People can improve, not him.
All right, that's real biased. But the win versus
I've
the Lions,
seen enough. I feel like
the win versus the Lions, in my opinion, was a Lions choke job. So they shouldn't even be 2-0. They did beat the Giants fair and square last week. I'll give them that.
Ooh.
But they did.
No, I'm saying like
it's just what happened.
You barely won.
Yeah.
Against a horrible team, and then you beat a horrible team.
It's what I'll say. 2-0.
They're the weakest 2-0 team in the league right now.
Not a lot of teams 2-0. So I really can't get anyone else. So in this retrospect, I'll say Trubisky can improve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Matt Nagy, even though he did win Coach of the Year his first year, gets the props for how good of a coach he is because he's making an offense work with Mr. Trubisky. And honestly, that's a lot of fucking work. But Mr. Trubisky's improved. Mr. Trubisky is actually improved. I'm seeing it. He's throwing the ball downfield. He's actually trying to be better.
This is the equivalent of when the Cowboys won 3 straight games to open up last season.
And then folded.
Who did they play? You have to ask who they played.
Got you. Look, the Giants.
Show me some actual competition. They beat some actual competition. I will change my opinion. But
I get it.
I've seen Mitchell Trubisky for 2 straight years disappoint me.
Let me say this. The defense is still there. It's not even 100% and it's still showing up.
Right.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Their defense is not a problem. I'm not. I really am not talking. Their offense to me is so bad.
Really.
That their defense. I feel like their stats are a lot more deceiving. I thought their defense is a lot better than it is. It's just the fact they're on the field so much sometimes.
I got you. Yeah, I think this Bears offense is the adult version of the Redskins offense. Honestly.
Wow, that's real.
You're
1 hour later.
Hold on. 5, 4.
Do you know where we were?
Wait, so are you Will and he's Carlton?
He's definitely Carlton.
Nah.
He's definitely Carlton.
I am Uncle Phil.
You are.
No.
I hate this
We're
nigga.
in my house. Reason like Uncle Phil.
This would be the weirdest podcast. It was Uncle Phil and Will.
Trying to play me. Call me Carlton.
You are definitely the cornier of the two.
Hey,
all
Uncle
right.
Phil's corny too. What you talking about?
You just wanted to be. You just want to not be Carlton that bad that you have to insert a new.
No,
nickname.
I just know I'm Uncle Phil.
Because it's your
I'm about to say
crib.
Dr. Phil.
For the sole purpose that it's your crib. That's why you're here, Uncle Phil.
All right, we back, y'all. Now I got a special announcement for y'all. I'll let him take it away.
You're actually the worst. Do you know that?
Nah, I don't know that.
You don't know that? Whatever, Nick. All right, so for all entertainment purposes, we have a live studio audience. So, oh gosh. Nick really did that. Shout out to Lordies. You feel me? Welcome, Lordies. Oh gosh.
Welcome.
Where were we in this discussion, Nick?
We had one more team to go over. One more division.
There we go.
Hold up.
Did we even finish the last division?
Uh-oh.
Just hit X. It's not gonna be rocket science. It's gonna be work, but it's just
Whatever that is legal, y'all.
Oh fuck! I mean, just hit X, bro. Just hit X.
Nah, where's where we need to be. Hold on.
Just hit X. Just do it. Just X on the other ones. Here we go.
That's hilarious.
All right.
Rando Convo podcast, to say the least. We good.
No comments. All right, so we were talking Packers Bears. I don't think we really announced any finals. So
I mean, we definitely all agreed the
Packers
winning
winning it.
division, yeah.
Bears are gonna probably calm down eventually. Lord knows Trubisky is actually a better quarterback, but he has improved. I will give him kudos for the improvement.
Who do you have more faith in, Kirk Cousins or Mitchell Trubisky?
I don't have any faith in the Vikings secondary, so they both suck. Or do I really have to pick?
Who's second in the division?
Bears, based on their defense showing up.
I can't disagree with you. So we're on the same page.
This is also Matt Patricia's last season for
Very
all my
true,
Lions fans. And the good old NFC South.
This is a very interesting division. Probably it's not the best division.
Second.
It's the most interesting.
It's on in terms of talent. I think this is the second best division in the NFC, at least.
I mean, it's at the top, but The Falcons, not like.
What you mean? Julio, Calvin Ridley, Matt Ryan, Todd Gurley. I mean, Todd Gurley's not who he used to be, but the defense doesn't have like just no names on it. Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett.
I don't see. I feel like this is how
the Panthers got C-Mac.
Honestly, how we're looking at the teams right now.
Yeah,
this is how I feel like this is how it's going to be all division.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Season.
No, this is. I
think it's literally going to be Saints coming out, winning the division as usual.
I mean, you can see how it's going to play out. Panthers with no defense aren't going to stay in a lot of games. Actually, one of the worst defenses in the league.
Yeah.
The Falcons, we don't really have to talk about it, but everyone listening understands that this era is over. Matt Ryan, Julio, it was fun while it lasted.
Should have been over after the Super Bowl. Truth be told.
Nick, an era ended in one half. Is that what you're telling me?
It ended. Tom Brady ended it.
That's not how football works, but I get what you're saying entirely.
When have you seen them do anything of relevance since that game?
Honestly, it was a hell of a run, but you can't be in this division so good.
Call it disrespectful, but that's how it is.
No, it's their only run. I get what you're saying, but the division they're in, how competitive it's been in the last decade, if you will,
right?
They built such a good team.
They did, and it's over.
It is what it is, but
you know
that defense is questionable. I don't know what the coaching staff is doing.
It really is just a question of how good the Buccaneers are going to be this year.
I think
that's the only question we have to have.
Their defense is, I think, better than a lot of people think it is.
Their defense is mid-tier.
It was actually the best run defense in the league last season.
I vaguely remember that, but
and the worst pass.
They're not anything special to me.
I think it's gonna show up when it needs to. I think it's a good defensive front, a very good pass rush. The secondary is young and up and coming. It's injuries, man. They have Levante David, who honestly could win Defensive Player of the Year by the time his career is over.
Are they a playoff team?
Yes. Especially with this extra playoff spot.
So I think we're on the same page with this one too.
Honestly. But Saints will get it in order. Mike Thomas will come back and everything will be right. But Drew Brees,
I'm not gonna hold you. I think in every division we have the same.
There's no arguments in a lot of these.
I don't think we've had any arguments about it.
Well, the NFC West, I guess.
No, we both said the Seahawks gonna be number one.
Yeah. Yeah, but we didn't agree on number two.
We agree on the Saints. We agree on the Packers. We agree on the Seahawks. We agree on. I think you are doubting DC. I think you're doubting Washington.
Y'all are not getting number one, bro.
I think we're getting number one.
Dallas
by default.
is definitely getting
just by
number one.
default, bro. By default.
Dallas is winning more games than y'all. Y'all suck.
They suck too.
They suck less than y'all suck.
But they fold more than we fold.
Y'all offense is atrocious. Y'all struggle to put up 20 points.
They are lucky to even have a win this year.
They're gonna win more games than y'all.
We'll see.
All right.
Definitely hope you're wrong.
You should be.
As always.
Good Google.
All right.
And we're back to me.
Back to the main swing of things. Let's talk about this NBA. It won't be long, just because
the Lakers have already done.
Yeah, we already kind of know. If y'all can tell, we had a little quick break. Watch the game.
Had the Lakers joint on.
AD, you know what I'm saying?
He hit some shots, man.
AD hit that 3 to close it out.
Good basically. Series, yeah. I didn't have them beating LeBron in back-to-back games, so here we are.
I said Lakers win in 6, they win in 5. So
kudos to you. I thought they swept. I honestly said they were gonna sweep at a point in time.
As soon as when they lost game 2, the Nuggets.
Really?
I said they're not going to go away.
No, you called it. After they hit that buzzer beater, I said I don't even know what that was. The game they were supposed to win, and
if they win that game, I feel like it does go 7 games.
Oh, different.
Yeah,
series
definitely
entirely.
goes 7 games.
Different series entirely, right?
But like I told Nana, he's trying to discount it. LeBron, without injury, has been to 9 straight NBA Finals.
But he hasn't been to 9 straight NBA Finals
due to injury, so it's not really his fault.
But he hasn't been to 9 straight NBA Finals
due to injury.
All right, Nick.
LeBron, I feel there's no debate as to he's the best player in the world. It's just a matter of can he beat this Heat team? Because I think that's who's coming out of this series.
Where just to think the Celtics are done.
I told you Heat in 6.
All right, what'd I tell you?
That wasn't my original pick, but once I saw them play, I'm just like, no, there's no way the Celtics can beat them again.
I said the Celtics coming out the Heat. I said coming out the Heat, coming out the East, and
coming out the Heat. I mean, I guess that's technically right.
Whatever. Yeah, I said it before. I'm saying it again. I'm kind of hanging on a limb here because honestly, from what I've seen this whole series, the Heat are generally the more cohesive team. They're generally one good fourth quarter away from ending this whole series, and I would love to say the Celtics about to have another third quarter like they just had, but that's unlikely.
I'll put it like this: if the Heat were down 3-2 or 3-1, I would give them a better chance to win the series. Since the Celtics are the ones that are down, I don't have much faith in them.
Okay,
I just don't see it this year.
I'll say this:
I still think they're a piece away. It looks like
this next game, whether Tatum shows up, whether Brown shows up, it's gonna be on Kemba. If Kemba don't show up, it's hell.
he's the. I mean, that's who you got in the offseason. That was your offseason accusation. He's supposed to. You're right. What's the word? Accusation. Damn. Accusation. Not an English major, y'all. Anyways, he's your main pickup during the offseason.
Essentially.
He's balled to a certain extent. Not enough. Not enough to justify what you paid him.
Word.
If he doesn't show up in game 6, no chance. And there's no reason why he shouldn't show up because it's not like they have anybody that can fully guard him.
Miami is playing great defense, though. I mean, just overall.
They're great. They're playing great team defense. The zone, when they implement it, the Celtics have no answers for it. But there should be no excuse for the Celtics, really, at this point.
They generally have it on themselves to blame why they're even in the situation. So.
Right. And like I said, if they were up in the series, I probably feel a little different. I think they front run a little better. It's the fact that they're behind.
Look,
I just don't see it.
What happens when you put a animal in a corner, bro?
They can die.
It happens. Look, we're about to see. They're either gonna fight or flight. It comes here.
We'll see. I mean, you know me. I would rather see a Lakers Celtics finals. I just don't see it. Don't see it right now.
Don't worry, Nick. If it's game 7, I feel like it's gonna be a whole different conversation.
I don't have the Celtics win this at all, even if they win next game. But I don't expect them to win next game either.
Got you.
Hope I'm wrong.
And that's all it. The playoffs is pretty much almost a wrap, and we're on to what we're listening to.
I actually have something pulled up for this. Make our lives a little easier.
You want sub in, Lordies? Sub in. Come on.
I'm gonna talk about sports.
No, you gonna talk about music.
Y'all can share the mic.
Music.
What? No, she's subbing in, bro. I'm about to be on my phone.
Good.
Come on, Lordies.
No.
I'm subbing you in.
Don't y'all have a schedule?
No. Oh wow, whole list. I was actually about to listen to Joji shit.
I was too.
And I listened to Lil Wayne. I listened to Lil Wayne shit.
We'll get through this quick. I'm not gonna go over everything. I'll skip over the obvious.
The obvious or what? Like, yeah, that's what I'm like. What is the obvious?
You'll know it when I skip over it.
Nick, how am I supposed to know that? You're hoping I just
Elzai. I'm skipping over that. Machine Gun Kelly. I'm skipping over that.
Really? You're not gonna talk about Machine Gun Kelly?
Why?
Because Drake gave him a DM with confidence.
I didn't hear about that.
You didn't? Nah, Drake DM'd a seal of approval for his album, then it flopped.
Oh, then it flopped. Okay.
Let's start off with Joji. I haven't heard it. You haven't heard it.
But I'm going to listen to it.
We'll have an opinion next week.
Hopefully.
I think I've only heard good things. I heard it. He went in a different direction than his first record, and I'm here for it.
I've only heard good things from Joji, in my opinion. Not everything's been like
his last time was good,
as great as some, if that makes sense.
I feel it.
But he generally be putting out good shit, so I'm definitely hitting play on this.
This next album, Spillage Village, bro.
It's a dope title.
This is racing with some of my favorite albums of the whole year.
Ooh.
I didn't expect that. I was just bumping this shit in my car on the way from the DMV. I'm like, this is a whole vibe.
I don't know, for whatever reason, I was like, why were you traveling from the DMV into the DMV? But I was like, wait.
Like that. Like the
I got
location
of
the DMV.
I got it now.
But I can see the confusion.
Definitely thought that for a second.
Anyways, this album, it's like a folk trap album. I highly recommend
folk trap album.
Folk trap. That's how they describe it.
Word.
You like Earth Gang, if you like JID, if you like Ari Lennox, Chances on it, Masongo's on it. Fuck with that. Listen to this shit.
Buddy.
You can take it from here.
What do you mean I can take it from here? What kind of setup is that? You really just
Pretty,
only wanted
a
to
pretty,
talk about
a
that?
pretty damn good one.
Well, you read 2 things off the list and said, all right, bro, you got the rest. Like, yeah, fuck off, nigga. I'll be damned. I get played like this. So you can take it for you. You really just talked about what you wanted to talk about. And
I thought I threw you a Rondo alley hoop.
Nigga, you threw that shit blind as hell. What the fuck?
You caught it though.
Nick, I'm giving this shit right back. You got it. The only thing I listened to was Lil Wayne's Deluxe joint. Is Deluxe the Carter 5?
I didn't like some of those songs.
I was about to say they all weren't good.
Yeah.
Some were.
Some were good.
Some were definitely.
There's 10 songs, right?
10 tracks that were new.
I'd say like 3 of them I keep.
I'd agree with that. I generally.
I don't
agree
remember
with
the 3, but the Gucci one I like.
FM Good, that was one of them. The Gucci one I fucked with.
Yeah.
And there's another one, maybe 4. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it.
It's one of those things where I was listening to it and didn't feel the need to look at song names.
I'm not. A couple made me. FM Good was definitely one where I was like, yeah, I got. What's the name of this song? But not a lot of them definitely made me pick up my phone at all.
Got you.
The Raekwon joint, because that's like the Mona Lisa, but with Raekwon on it. I really got that vibe.
That was cool too.
I thought that was dope. Raekwon's verse is much better than Wayne's, but nonetheless.
If you're a Lil Wayne fan, you probably fuck with it. Give it a listen. It's definitely worth a listen if you're a fan. If you're not a Lil Wayne fan, it's not going to convince you to be a Lil Wayne fan.
I didn't listen to ASAP Ferg shit.
Me neither. I don't like A$AP Ferg like that, so
I might play it. I've heard a song or two already off of it, so I'm not like too crazy about it, but we'll see how life works. All right, Nick, back to you.
Didn't listen to Public Enemy, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting they got a Run DMC feature. I didn't know it was a thing anymore. But
This might be the comeback. Why does it say George Clinton?
George Clinton is one of the best artists of all time. He's the original auto-tune nigga.
All right.
Dope shit. Let's talk about Tory Lanez. I know you don't want to talk about him like that.
I didn't listen to it. It's nothing to talk about.
No, I just want to talk about the drama associated with Tory Lanez and his shooting of Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. And that's okay.
What are you putting labels on me, Nick?
Not a label, just a fact.
Just a fact. I got nothing to talk about.
And I agree that, I don't want to give this nigga much time of day. I'm just going to talk from a music perspective.
Didn't listen to it.
I listened to the tracks, 17 songs. 15 of the songs are talking about the Megan Thee Stallion shooting shit. An album should not be composed of that much tea.
I knew he was going to make me laugh.
I just don't understand why you would do this. You had great beats. Questionably your best beats on an album.
Ooh, questionably.
Questionably. I wouldn't say definitely.
Ooh, debatably.
He had some slow-mo beats on that.
Damn.
Yeah, so I can't. Yeah, it's nothing like
what
that.
A waste.
But he had a great set of producers for this shit. You could have done something different, and that's all I'll leave it at.
My man has something to address.
True. You could do that in an Instagram post and a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Put a public statement out, get your lawyer out there talking. Don't drop a 17-song album and make 15 of the songs talking about this shit. The lyrics basically go, I didn't do it. Did I mention I didn't do it? So, if you're a Tory Lanez fan like me, you'll probably be disappointed by this shit.
Tory Lanez gonna be putting you next on the list.
It's a 4 out of 5 from a beat perspective.
Ooh.
1 out of 5 from a lyric perspective. Whatever that average is, I'm going.
Someone heard you say 4 out of 5, and immediately he's getting ready to cancel us for supporting this nigga.
Hey, maybe the instrumental version.
Niggas gonna be, they support him. Cancel.
Oh my god. Anyways, Sango, I haven't listened to that, but I plan to. Sango's dope as fuck.
Word.
If you like just producer ass niggas, bro, he's honest like a better slow mo. To be honest, he's tough as shit. You should. He's one of the niggas that I started listening to when I first started making beats.
Ooh.
Dom Kennedy, haven't heard that, but I'm gonna listen to that.
Can't promise I'll listen to it, but it's good that he put a track out.
That's an album.
It's good that he put an album out.
As far as singles, oh shit, I forgot that Travis Scott dropped the song.
He did, and god,
you listen to it?
It's a banger, but motherfucking MIA's verses, I don't even know what she was going for.
Hey, MIA is a legend. She's allowed to have a bad feature.
Nigga.
She made paper planes. She's allowed to.
Nigga.
She's allowed a couple bad features.
When I promise you, I'd rather her just done the ad-libs on this song because they were tough.
They needed Nana in the studio.
Bruh.
This MIA shit ain't it.
you gonna have to hear the verse. I just don't know what she was going for. I'd rather Travis pull some Kanye shit and be like, yeah, you gonna have to redo your verse. I
Oh,
promise
it's
you.
hilarious.
I did listen to Always Forever.
Yeah, I did too. It was a good song.
It was a good song. Yeah. Wait,
And
scroll back up.
what'd you see?
Scroll back up, nigga.
Oh, Star has a song with James Blake. Oh, shit.
I didn't see that at all. Tame Impala dropped a new song. Let's go.
I heard that. That's good.
Oh, I
That's
gotta hear
good.
that.
Oh, Blood Orange, bruh.
I gotta hear that. Oh,
Bruh, yeah. Nah, definitely listen to that shit. Oh, Made in Tokyo has a new song.
with Tori, I seen it on SoundCloud. I haven't hit play yet.
Have you ever heard Toro Imoy?
Yeah, he's on
He's on Travis's shit.
Yeah, he's
But
on,
his albums are tough.
I believe that.
And that-
Comethazine song was interesting. I don't like sing-songy Comethazine, but
I've never liked Comethazine.
what? He's like TK, but angrier, with less lyrics.
That's not in jail.
And his flow's not as. I mean, he's got flow. It's not TK, just flow naturally.
I said he's not in jail.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that.
I'm glad you like heard me but didn't address me.
Sway Lee, Dance Like No One's
Fucking dick.
Watching. Yo, anything I do, I'm a dick, Nick. Like,
Hell
leave me
yeah.
alone, bro.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
you're the problem, bro. You too sensitive. That's the
I'm
issue.
not.
You are, bro.
I'm not,
We're
bro.
all sensitive
That's
motherfuckers, bro.
hilarious, bro.
Y'all sweet. But Sway Lee's Dance Like No One's Watching, that beat was actually really tough. The song is definitely gonna get played on the radio, but the beef was tough as shit. I don't know if it's
I
gonna
thought
get
that song's
make on
title
my
was way
phone.
too long for it to catch on.
too long. The radio gonna play it. They don't gotta play the whole
I
damn-
can't think of many songs with long song titles that are like popping.
What? Dance Like No One's Watching?
That's a lot of words for a song.
Nigga, you be alright.
Look at all these other names for the songs. They're all
Nigga,
shorter.
you will be alright. It's really not that deep. You gonna hear this song, you gonna hear this song.
5 words.
Thanks, Nick.
I think that's pretty much it. I don't see anything else that catches the eye.
Oh, thank God this podcast is over.
It's been a while in the
Yeah.
making.
It was due to other things.
It took what? 4 guests. 4 fights probably, right? 4 fights?
3 fights.
3 fights? A basketball game. But we made it through. Happy Saturday or wherever this comes out. I don't know what day it's gonna come out, but you know.
Why would you do that
Shout-
to yourself? Like, why would you play yourself?
Yo, shouts out whatever day you listen
Shout
to.
out
this
to you
shit.
for just hitting play for real.
For
Much
real.
love.
Like I
Enjoy
s-
your life.
Like I said, we're on all the podcast services. We're checking
we
on
made
Apple.
it to episode 9.
We're checking on Apple. Stay tuned on Apple.
We're
We're on
checking on-
Spotify. We're on Overcast. We're on SoundCloud. We're on YouTube.
Will Nick ever send me the links?
We'll
Find
never
out on the
know.
next episode.
We'll never know.
What do you mean? I just said find out on the
That was
next
on some
episode.
Dragon Ball Z shit.
Nigga, I know what I was going for. Are you trying to clap us out?
Yeah.
Nick, drop the beat
y'all
before
have
she did it.
exit music. We need fanfare.
Hey.
Nick,
You said drop the beat?
drop the beat.
All right.